Whoa!
I'm gonna back this up a little bit.
I'm in the internet. I'm trapped in the internet.
Put your hands like this. No, too far. There you go.
You like this?
Not that, no. I wanted you to like be along the frame of like the.
Oh,
there you go. Your hands like almost a little bit more. Yeah. Oh,
I'm trapped in the internet.
Can't get out.
Please, someone.
That is so dumb.
The only way I can escape is if you like and subscribe.
The only way.
I'm trapped in the internet.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny.
Let's fire up the chat. Let's see who's all in here. Who's going crazy? And it's not me.
Oh my gosh, dude, that rocks.
Gotta get a quick ad for.
Gotta get a quick.
Looks like Hy-Vee. Hello, Edison. What's going on? What is up? I know it's a Tuesday.
How's everybody's Tuesday night going?
Night.
Is everybody having a wild Tuesday night? Hope you are.
So many of us have these.
Yes.
So many of us.
Shout out Peloton instructions. Hunter, how's it going, Hunter?
What's up, Hunter?
Hey, hello from Puerto Rico.
Classic
right
Hunter.
on. Yeah, dude, classic Hunter. That rocks.
I love it. It does rock.
Yeah.
It hangs loose.
Yeah, hangs loose. Sorry.
Why? I'm on the Dial H account. Why can't I see the live stream?
I'm gonna make it go. I'm gonna tilt it down. I want to see all the stuff, but we're seeing so much overhead space.
Give us just a moment, guys. We're having a few technical difficulties.
Jalen Major with the coldest take on the planet right out of the gate. Oh my gosh.
Milk Duds #1.
Jalen.
I think you got 8th, bro.
Yo! Oh my gosh.
Milk Dudden can't say the last word on this
you can't say the
stream.
last one on the stream.
Bass.
Milk Dudden Bass getting 8th
Wow,
place.
22 on a Tuesday night.
Wow, on a Tuesday.
Thanks for showing out, guys.
Tuesday night.
Wow, I really got a reaction from you there, jeez. Yeah, guys, we just got this in the mail. It's pretty exciting. You can see there's quite a few things going on here.
We have a lot. We have
label out. No.
It's really label out.
This is what I was referring to.
You got to spin it around. You got to spin it around.
Tonight's selection is Squeeze to Death. The orange Liquid Death. Crack it.
For all you Liquid Death interns in the chat, making sure he earns his
my free hats and
free hats and everything.
There you go. We are drinking Liquid Death tonight. It's great.
Shout out Emily, Canadian national champion in the chat. How you doing, Emily?
Look at them beautiful Cyclops. Oh yeah. Honestly, the sculpt on him is crazy. I've got one open.
Honestly, I think what's cooler is roughly about 35 broods. I think that's really sick.
There's a lot of broods.
So broods are our participation prize. So everybody should be walking away. Unless for some reason we get more than 35 players, that'd be really awesome. That'd be a great problem to have. But no matter what,
some filler stuff.
we have enough filler stuff even if we beat more than 35 players.
That one, right?
Oh yeah, I do want this one.
Okay,
Yep.
that's yours.
Thanks.
Yeah, the elusive Ragman Legacy card for whatever reason. We've got a stack of additional Legacy cards to give away as well at the event, so boom, that's there.
That is really cool.
I'm just digging through some stuff here.
All these Cyclopses. Oh, you know we're going to have Starfights to be given away at the event.
I know we opened a Cyclops from Gen Con.
You already know. The Cyclops is really cool. I was also impressed. You guys could see in the picture that Ian posted how big Darkseid is. Darkseid's
he's
huge.
Crazy. We'll do a little size comparison here in a second. Once I find the open Cyclops.
Compared to what? We don't even have a massive time one.
Compared to just a normal dude.
Oh, a normal dude.
Like Cyclops.
Yeah, I'd say the Cyclops is pretty standard HeroClix size piece.
This is like one of the best
Cyclops
really cool. Costumes. Well, he has so many good costumes, but yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my all-time favorite Cyclops costume.
Beefy man, oh my gosh. Look at the size of him.
Oh, wow.
I'll post some other pictures I took.
He's like two of him.
Some really nice contrast with him. It's really cool, like his yellow and orange accents really like strike against the blue.
Yes.
But yeah, you can see.
I like is it gold or is it orange? Is it more
It's kind of like,
if
you look at the box, it's kind of like a magma color. Like lava almost.
Oh, I see his veins. Like, okay, it is kind of like that red energy.
Ignore my gross fingers.
Just the greasy.
Yeah, just greasy Wendy's fingers. But no, this is hopefully I'm like head on. Can you tell
Darkseid is really cool.
Is it live?
Now you're there.
No.
Yeah, you're pretty much head on. Yeah. Yeah, it
You
looks
can
good.
see this is like I think the biggest Darkseid we've ever gotten.
He's huge.
Now make him Kith.
Make them kiff.
Like
Make them
Mike
kiff.
Tyson. But yeah, classic Darkseid
Yeah.
pose. I mean, yeah, if we like look at Darkseid's hand, he can like palm Scott's head.
It's so
Dang.
funny.
He's playing basketball with some heads there. But yeah, Lucas, you're the judge, so we popped open your judge prize to get some pictures.
Yes, yeah. Richard
Deal
was
with
like,
it.
3 Darkseids. One of them is Lucas's. One of
Yeah,
these
one
is
of these
a
judge
Dark
prize,
Side.
so he can live with us
is a
opening
judge
his.
prize.
Don't worry,
Yep.
the winners will still get their seal.
The winners get sealed, beautiful Darksides the way they're meant to be. Lucas,
Sealed, beautiful
Lucas, I'm touching your
Gets a
I'm touching your
tainted
dark
Wendy's
side
Darkseid.
with my Wendy's, greasy Wendy's fingers.
Okay, yeah, it was a little blurry. Sorry, guys. Maybe we could have. It's a quick and dirty stream.
Yep, it's a
You'll
quick and
have to
dirty
get over with
stream.
it.
Emphasis on a little dirty.
What's
little
interesting
Wendy's.
is they sent us 35 broods,
35 broods.
10 King Thors,
Is there really 10 King Thors? Oh wow.
4 Cyclopses, and then 1 King Arthur.
Yeah, the wild single King Arthur is kind of interesting.
I don't know why.
I guess a quick little fellowship prize, a little exclusive fellowship prize.
Whoever's the most based team build will walk away.
I like
the
that.
Arthur.
You know, it's honestly there's a lot. You have to compete a lot for based team builds. We saw some based ones come out of Canada.
Yeah, Lucas had a very based team.
Asia, Lucas, and Devin had some of those base team builds. I've
Asia
ever
wins
seen.
for most.
Oh, she
based.
easily
Yeah.
wins most based.
Camo with Muramasa, that's
Yeah.
some out of the box
insanely
thinking.
based.
I really like
insanely
that.
based team build. So, for those attending in the Omaha area, in the what I would call the true Midwest, the Midwest, think about coming down, winning a Darkside.
Maybe
Right
a
now,
mummy.
this is the only way to get a Darkside so far. These tournaments are all we
There's
know
another
of.
one going on.
There is another. Well, there are more tournaments, but so far these tournaments.
There's another one
series-
this weekend, though.
Is it really?
Yeah, on the
Oh.
24th. Jalen,
Also the
tell me
24th?
where it's at. Jalen, fire off in the chat.
Yeah,
let,
Jalen.
let people
Little
know where
milk
other
dud
people can play.
duddin boy,
Yeah, boy. Oh,
pal,
my gosh.
buddy.
Yeah, Wild Darkseid is
milk
a big
dudster.
boy. No kidding. Legacy, Tim Hunter, and White Witch. Let's
Ooh,
see.
do we
All the
have
legacies
those?
we have. We have a
We have
Tim
Tim.
Hunter. We've got Ragman. We've got Ragman. We've got Ragman.
Wow.
We've got Amethyst and
Jeez.
Amethyst. Yeah, they gave us a handful of legacy cards.
I didn't remember
at
that we
Gen
got
Con,
3 Ragmen. Holy smokes.
and we kept opening Ragman. We're just like, jeez, like what do we do?
That's so funny.
And then we gave away a handful of them as well. I think they gave us like 10 in total. So
Okay.
these came home with us kind of on accident. So we're giving them away here.
My bad.
We might have, I don't know, maybe a Hall of Armors or a Christmas set. We just kind
Might
of
have some more fun
those.
stuff to give away.
Starro fights?
Oh, there'll be Starro fights.
There's always Starro
How
fights.
could there not be
guys.
Starro
You
fights?
have to have a Starro fight.
There's
So-
always
yeah.
death, taxes, Starro fights. There's always Starro fights. That's one thing for sure.
Just
If Miles makes the drive to come here, I'll give him all the Starro
He
fights.
said just give Miles the Starro fights and get over with
Yeah,
it.
I saw some
don't
bills.
know. Need that dark side. Thanks to Lucas for judging. Yeah, I mean, we were kicking around. It's like, I really don't think I'm capable of judging
Honestly,
modern.
Yeah.
I'd get one question that's just like too nitty gritty, and I'd go, all right, well, you
It's
guys are going to
weird.
lose 5 minutes of your match.
The weirdest interactions just seem to pop up and happen where you're just like, wow, I've never thought about that literally ever in my entire career of HeroClix, but okay.
Hey, how about don't play that figure?
Yeah.
I don't want to answer the question. How about you don't play that? What kind of liquid death is Ian drinking? Today is squeezed to death. Go
Squeezed
get
to
your
death.
liquid death in stores at Amazon. I'm kidding. But honestly, I do like
He's
it.
earning-
Columbus, Ohio at Heroes and Games on the 24th.
You're really earning
so
those
yeah,
hats.
Same day. I mean, yeah, I'll
Let's
sell,
see
I'll
who gets
sell
more
out
players.
for a product I
Let's
like.
see who gets more players. Jalen, let's see who gets more players.
Might be you, but probably not. Got a strong pull. You see
We
this?
actually have a strong pull. They have the exact same price.
No, they don't. They don't have this.
That is true. That is true. They don't have
You
these
don't
legacy
have
cards.
this.
You're
You
right.
don't have this, Jalen. What are you going to do? Did you get one King Arthur? I'm honestly curious. Did you guys get
I
set
actually,
one King
yeah.
Arthur?
You guys, if you just message us exactly what you received so we can compare.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope that we don't have enough participation prizes.
I hope
to
so
hand out. That would
too,
be
dude. Man, if we
wild.
had over 35 people, that would rule. That would be a really big tournament. That would rock.
We'll make
So
up
I'm
for it
excited.
in some way. Honestly, like we can dig into the rest of this and we'll figure it out. But I don't know. I'm expecting about 30 players is what we'll see.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Around 30.
Yo, shout out Richard bringing 3 people from Lincoln. Is that including yourself?
We do
So
have
4 in
that
total?
actually. Laughing emoji.
As in he has the King Arthur. Y'all ain't got these.
Yeah, I don't know. He says he does. That is a brood of brood. Indeed.
Don't know how you getting these. Jalen.
Yeah, come on, Jalen.
They don't come packaged with every box of Milk Duds, so I don't know how you're getting these.
I don't know how you're getting these. You tell us. What do you guys think is post watch list? What's going to shine right now? I mean, I'm sold on Arachnite. That's who I want to play. I'm not
think
playing
Colossus,
in the event.
think
But
the unstoppable Colossus, and he's a beast right now. Post watch list. Think he's huge. We have those big dog.
the legacies? You're telling me you have
How? How do you have these,
You have
Jalen?
6 legacy
You've
cards
taken
that you
all
have?
of these off of your what? Your pre-release breaks or something? What are we talking about? Wong and well, not Wong. Wong easily. That's interesting. I do think he just eats up Kong now. That is true.
Yeah, he
Wong's
can really
eating
just
Kong
exploit
like
flurry.
nothing, dude. Yeah. So
Okay, sure. Yeah, Wong's a good
Wong
call.
is a strong piece.
What's up, Dial H? Hope y'all doing well, as we always are. Sipping
Always
Purell.
A little sip of Purell. Feel a lot better.
It's a little buzz.
Oh,
Something to give me life, right? Black Lanterns, that's an interesting call.
ooh.
I think when Masters of Time releases, they get stronger, but as it stands, I'm interested in being proven wrong. I just think the Black Lanterns are like too squishy, or they don't do enough. Like it's, like the whole point is like, oh, play Necron, heal him up early, but it's like I don't want to heal Batman. He gets worse.
Yeah.
He becomes a
That's
charge
very
piece.
true.
You
He
can't
does get
teleport.
worse.
So Green Lantern, I just flat out don't think is good enough. Green
No.
Arrow,
I think
He's
he
done
could.
well.
He's
done okay one time.
people were big on him, and then it's
No.
like, but he never did anything.
People
so
were
we'll
like,
see.
people were smoking that Green Arrow. Like they were high on Green Arrow.
They
let
were.
me tell you, they were like that comic book cover.
Gets the prob so many times. Oh, it was Speedy.
yeah, Speedy. That's basically what it was. Mern going to be everywhere. Yeah, Mern I think is right now. If your team's not accounting for Mern, you're going to have
How
a
is
bad
he
time.
not, right? How is he just not everywhere?
Gosh.
I don't know. I think, okay, people can still play Calendar Man, although it wouldn't be good practice for Worlds. So he's saying, I guess you can play Calendar Man, but why bother at these events? Devin's basically, he's now admitting that he's just not going to play Calendar Man at Worlds.
Devin?
Is that
what do
right?
you mean? People can still play Calendar Man, although it wouldn't be good practice. Yeah, he's going to be bad at Worlds.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
sure.
his powers shift to where during every major event, Calendar Man is like worse. So to practice him
bummer.
for this on like an even numbered month where he
people
can shut
had-
off powers.
People had Calendar Man on, I guess it's still August, never mind. I was going to say in Nationals, people were playing Calendar Man, but it is still August. Odds and evens, so fun. Yeah, Mern is going to be tough. I think Mern and I think Colossus can be very popular. I'm still an Arachnite believer, still an Elsa Prime believer, slightly less now, but still a believer in her. I want to see some more creativity. I love, we shout out Lucas's team a little earlier, love that team.
I do
That
really
team
like that
rocks.
team.
The idea that but if it can hit Colossus, it gets rid of his defense powers with the copyright claim token.
Yeah.
Playing Titanium main force still terrifies me. Don't
I
like
don't
that
wanna
one
do
bit.
it.
I don't. Yeah, I personally
Don't wanna do
do
it.
not want to do it.
Shout out to the real ones who do.
But yeah,
I'm
shout out.
not real in that regard.
I hope we see more camo at Worlds. I think there's going to be a decent amount of camo though. I really do. I hope there's some camo at this event. I know we'll see Black Lanterns this event. At least one person's playing Black Lanterns. Like I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be playing Black Lanterns. But now I'm trying to think of like who all even owns camo around here. Somebody sent me a team that I had to be like, you don't send your teams to me, send them to somebody else. But sent me a team, and I almost don't want to say who was on it, but he was building a team that was very heavy around plant markers, but not with the characters you think.
Okay.
Which made me
Man
kind
Thing,
of
Poison
go,
Ivy.
why? No, somehow no. Exactly
That's
not
insane.
those characters.
I mean, that's like
Yep. Yeah.
Those are the boys.
Literally not the characters
boy
you
and the
think.
girl.
So some other character that uses plant markers that was on the team that he was like trying to like really use, and I was like, feels like, he was very apt to try to prove me wrong, I guess. I'm like, that piece is bad, is what I was trying to say.
Okay.
And he's like, no, I actually think it's really good, and he's sticking
mean,
to his
yeah.
guns. So I'm really excited to see how that team does.
Prove us wrong.
I'm all
Major's
for
got
that.
pull, baby. Major's got pull.
Major's got pull. Maybe out of like an X-Men booster if you
Yeah.
get Major Logan. That's about the only major that has
Yeah.
pull, if you ask me.
There you
I
go.
think the other majors are lacking.
They're lacking a lot. I mean, I don't even have anything clever to say there. I'm
Nothing
just
else
stating
to say.
facts.
They're just lacking.
Let's see. Mern is a problem. Kind of forces certain teams. I think it doesn't necessarily force certain teams, but I do think it forces you to consider like how valuable is stat modification. And right now, it's like stat modification. I think is valuable to a degree, but at a certain point, the tipping point becomes like more rerolls are more valuable than stat modification. So if you're rounding out a build and you have the option of like more probability control or more perplex, more probability control is probably more favorable right now.
Yeah.
I've had that discussion with a handful of people now, and that seems to be the resounding agreement. Mern is prevalent, Mern is crazy, but he is a lot less effective after testing like a considerable amount now without being able to modify the range. He is like way less scary, especially when you're in a Mern v Mern mirror where it's like, okay, maybe I want to position a certain way with him.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter anymore. Another thing too is like White Shirt Scott is a permanent liability to any Mern team. They can just shoot him.
Yeah, that is also true.
So you have to think about that too.
Yeah, shout out Bill. Nebraska's way better than Ohio. It is known. Like that is true.
Panda Pool.
Nebraska's way. I'm not gonna. We can't give away any secret tech. It's Panda Pool. Can't give away any secret tech.
Oh, I was just like, who are they both suggesting Panda Pools?
They're
Like, what are the
both
odds
just
of
like,
that?
yeah, let's both talk about it. Dennis is having a hard time reading your hattie.
You're drunk. That's all
drunk.
I'll say. You're just drunk.
You're drunk. Jeez.
That's all it is. Get a little more sober, you'll be able to read it.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Everybody else can read his hat. I can read his hat. I know what it says.
I can read my hat. Yep, there it is.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, guys, if you're excited to see ChampionClix events, well, I'll tell you what, one event that also has more
You tell
pull
me.
is going to have a live stream on Saturday.
Oh, a live stream?
So-
Wow, so we're going to be pulling people online as well?
Yeah, it is right. That's right. We're going to have a lot of people.
We're trapped in the internet?
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, give me the only way you guys can get us out of here.
So yep,
My
Will
life
Holland
is
right now.
subscribed.
Deceased Darkseid is just a ChampionClix Open exclusive. I assume he is going to be an LE that is either winnable or something at a later date.
Yeah.
But right now, the first place you're able to get him, as far as I know, is going to be at these ChampionClix events. So we'll have to see.
Oh, so cool.
And he's huge. He's just big, man. He's just big, dude.
Do I have another? Where's that? Oh wait, that box of JLU is long gone.
Dude, here's like him next to like Necron. He's bigger than Necron, which is wild.
Do I actually not have a Darkseid on display? I don't.
You really might not. It's
I
kind
know
of messed up,
he's
dude.
in a box off screen.
I know Kong is technically taller, but like he's.
Do I dig out the JLU
he's, like,
Darkseid
up.
for the size comparison? I know where he's at.
It's up to you, man.
It's up to me. I don't know. I wish we had a Masters of Time one to compare it to as well. He's also
I wish we did
very
too.
big.
He's really big.
But this one's
I
like
feel like
thick.
this one's thicker. Yeah, he's bigger, like
It's a
beefier.
thick sculpt. And
So, yeah.
this Darkseid doing this pose, I don't think we've seen this stance. Actually, no. Even in
We
Hyper
had
Time,
to have seen him with his arms behind
Hyper
himself.
Time, he's like
usually
this.
arms crossed.
I think. The
He's-
Superman one, he's like this. Is he like this in the strategy game sculpt? He might be.
I think he might be like that with the portal over his
step out
shoulder.
the
I think he
portal.
might have.
But this
his
is like
arms
how
crossed.
Darkseid stands. This is like the Darkseid stance.
Yeah,
So if we've had it or not, it's good to have it back or to have it for
I like
the
it.
first time.
I like it, especially in this new scale,
Mm-hmm.
beefier, thicker,
Imposing,
very. Oh my gosh, very imposing.
at least
Dude's
sculpt
bro,
wise.
scary. Yeah, at least. But yeah, I'm also curious to see, and I'd assume if the winner sticks around long enough, we can probably get them opening this on the live stream too, which would be pretty fun. So a little
If it's a
Masters
Sioux
of
Falls
Time
person,
unboxing.
they're going to be like, oh, we're leaving.
That is true. If it's a Sioux Falls person, they're just going to leave right away, which is kind of a bummer. But if it's anywhere else, they might crack it open. I would love to see Simeon win this. Simeon's going to be playing this weekend, kind of just whatever we give him, which is really cool. So
I've been
it
talking
would
to
be
somebody to retool the build a bit. It's going to be awesome.
Oh really? Oh nice. Okay. So Simeon's
And
gonna
I
get
said, is
some
it cool
juice.
if I play this? He goes, yeah, I'm playing it the same weekend at Jalen Major's event.
Ah.
So he's like, yeah, I don't care if you spoil this idea because it'll already be out
The
there.
HeroClix historian, how fitting, says he has the strategy game Darkseid right here. And then,
Yes,
he's
I
in
literally
that
have
pose.
it pulled up right
That
now.
is
I'm
so
looking. I
funny.
was just about to confirm it. Thank you, HeroClix historian. That rocks.
Yeah, so this rules. I don't know, 300 modern. It's a really good, yeah, exactly, Bill. The Simeon Elo is going to be off the charts. I love it. But I'm excited to see this. We have a lot of modern events coming up. So
OG
his arms
Darkseid
crossed in
was
front.
B-boy Stanson.
Dude,
Had
he's
his
kinda got
arms
the
surgically
wide-
attached to his back. Have you seen that?
No.
No?
Arms surgically
watch that.
attached to his back.
Derek Comedy, anyone in the chat know what that is? Where it's like, so you're the only B-boy who had his arms surgically attached to his back? He's like, yes. Yes, I am. And he's posed like
this.
it's like hip-hop. Because it works perfect. I have a little mic crevice.
Jeez.
It's so stupid.
Sounds, yeah.
It's really funny, though.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm just excited to see. I think we have a really creative community around here as far as team building goes. And I know we have some really good players that are also going to be coming. I expect
Former
a lot
Nats
of good.
champ and current Florida champion Alex
We're going to get a good South Dakota showing, a good Nebraska showing. We'll see how much we pull from Iowa. Typically, some Des Moines people might come down every once in a while. So we'll see if we get a good Iowa pull. You know, I know it was a West River, South Dakota person mentioned coming, which is like, dang, it's a
Rapid
long
City
drive
guy?
for them. Little Rapid City, yeah.
Andrew?
Eric.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So he was thinking he might be coming down, which is really cool. So
Okay.
I'm pretty stoked. Even a few on like the little Facebook events, a few names that I wasn't familiar with said they were interested / going. I'm like, ooh.
All right.
Not the normal weekly folks.
I like it,
Love
I like
seeing
it.
that, you know. So I think we have a
I hope
great
Kevin
showing.
plays Phoenix Wolverine
Dude,
again.
I hope Kevin plays Phoenix Wolverine. I hope
So
Nationals did not dissuade him from playing Phoenix Wolverine.
He
It's
really got
cool.
screwed over there. His opponent brought out a Chthon. He's on his last click. And, like, literally Kevin just has to, like, not die for one turn. And he just crit missed and lost the game.
That was like so hard to watch.
Yeah.
But also I was like, wow, I can't believe this is happening.
This
but
guy
then
was
it's also
basically like, I concede Chthon's
Wow.
coming out. And because that happened, because he didn't win his first game, then he had his worst matchup of Prime Rogue in the second round.
yeah. That was
So it's like
awful.
one dice roll decided like Kevin's whole day that day, and it's like that sucks.
That's really yikes.
Because if he didn't, Wolverine at that point had like a 2 through 6
You better-
impervious, 2 through 6 super senses,
Yeah.
and yeah,
And then Rogue goes.
and that, well,
cool
in
powers,
that
man.
first matchup,
yeah, in that
because
first
he
one, yeah,
crit
crit
missed.
misses. Crit miss is never good,
Yeah.
but it was particularly bad in that very specific scenario where he was going to win the game had he not crit missed.
Chthon is
So,
out and you lose. That might be the first like on record time that
Yeah.
happened, especially in a national environment.
Yeah, Nationals. Yeah.
Is this what you were gonna go about? The Peacemaker might be on many teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys want to know something
Yeah,
sad about
that's
Peacemaker?
tough.
This sucks. So when it happens to you, just know that this is how it works. I was very big on this figure. Now I am not. Unfortunately, his ability that gives you protected for the rest of the turn on the first hit, it's not protected pulse wave. So essentially what happens is if you get pulse waved and that trait triggers, no it doesn't. Now we're past the first instance of damage, so the next attack won't trigger it. So basically, if I send out my white shirt Scott Porter, which every team has, I pulse wave you. Sorry.
That sucks.
So the only
That's
way
a
to
real
make this
bummer.
trigger is to like keep him back, which like you can do, but even then it's like getting across the map and doing that is reasonable. So now you also have to play like the Lucas Scott and PJ Bystander adjacent to him.
Oh, jeez.
And then because now they'll both have toughness, with the protected pulse wave, it won't deal damage, it won't trigger it. And if they're hitting other things, then it will. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's too specific. There are too many ways around it. Like an experienced player will gut that Peacemaker.
Dude, it's
so
it's
sad
such a
about it.
bummer because I liked him so much conceptually and played him a few times. But yeah, once that was pointed out, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So
I heard
anybody
that,
that's
it just shattered the illusion.
anybody
I had of
that's
him.
clever is just going to be able to do it. Anybody that's like aware of it, they're going to do that.
So there goes your
even if they're
Peacemaker.
not, they might just figure it out right away. So it's like it's really tough, and I really like Dancing Peacemaker too. So it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
why couldn't you have it? Why
I
couldn't
think
that trade
in
up
silver with
Pulse
an
Wave?
army of Wendigos though would be hilarious. Just giving them another 2 free movement, and boom, we're
Oh
we're
sure,
racing.
for that part of him, yeah, he does do enough. It's pretty fun. So yeah.
Might be a couple Wolverines coming from Lincoln. Ooh, a couple Phoenix Wolverines?
Phoenix Wolverine.
Little based action? Little Phoenix Wolverine v Phoenix Wolverine?
Dude, what would make a team the most based team at the event?
I mean, Master Mold right now on the base scale is pretty
Master
up there.
Mold is pretty much on the base scale. If you play Master Mold,
He pretty much is
that'd
the
be
base
some
scale.
that would be some respect
Baster
right
Mold.
there.
What other figures are just like I love to see that are just like probably not going to be.
If I saw Ghost Surfers, I'd have some respect. I don't know if I'd say it's based necessarily, but I'd have some respect. You know,
I think he can work. I don't think you play multiples, but you can play one of him and he's solid. There's ways to like make him Scarab-esque, which people have not really explored.
Capwolf. I put Capwolf on the base
Capwolf
scale.
is based.
I
Yeah.
put Capwolf.
he's
Oh,
based.
even Dennis Ryan, boom, instantly said Capwolf. Yeah, Capwolf.
That's a based figure.
Capwolf's a based figure.
Kamo for sure.
Kamo's easily based.
No, I mean Kamo's he's like a Dial H mascot at this point.
Yeah, he rocks.
There is a video clipping out there of me saying like this figure might give Spider-Man Prime a run for his money. That never got posted, but at one point I was saying that.
You are.
And
True.
it's so funny. Like one of the biggest arguments against Kamo is like, oh, Captain America just eats his lunch, and it's like no one plays.
But no one plays Captain America. Yeah.
You get like one per event, like one person playing.
Sorry,
Cap.
Joseph. KC Lantern's not based. He's cool, not based.
Not yeah. He's just
not
the
quite
best
based.
mystical leadership.
He's just the best mystical
you'll
leadership.
see him.
He's just like a normal tech, like good piece. This is kind of like we're talking like off meta, cool based stuff. You know what I mean?
like this is
You know, like if it's based
something
or
might
not.
shock you. Yes, you know, like basically based.
Like if it's, so what's based? You know when it's based.
But he has a sword. Excellent.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. Except he goes, actually, I'm gonna modify my defense. He doesn't go
7 attack.
He doesn't go stab, sword. He goes, you actually, I'm gonna modify my defense, and I have
He
leadership.
goes,
Thank you very
You've
much.
fallen for my trap card. KC Lantern. I will be playing Kamo at Mexican Nationals.
That's what I love to see, Oscar. Good stuff.
Excellent.
That rocks.
What up, peeps? What are you guys talking about? We're talking about which teams are based.
Basically, in the truest.
What we're going to
what are
be
some
happy
base
to
teams?
see.
Basically, like what would win Fellowship at our event this Saturday? You know, some really cool teams.
I don't know.
Man, if somebody,
what would I like to see?
Dude, if I saw a Doomsday.
Oh yeah,
That would
the
be
Iconics
insane,
For a second, I was
dude.
like, "What Doomsday?"
Yeah,
modern?
Doomsday Iconics. That'd be wild. Zod or Sanaa, that'd be based.
Yeah, I remember slapping you around when you were playing Doomsday with old Batman, just saying no actions. Slap Batman. That would be like 100 out of 10.
That would be insane if someone playing Slap Batman.
Underrated.
That'd be really
underrated
crazy cool.
piece. You know what? I'm gonna revisit
60 Timebreakers.
tonight.
60 Timebreakers would be based, actually. Joseph.
That is very based.
Yeah, I hope we see a decent amount of
A
Timebreakers.
Wolverine squad team would be wild.
That would be cool.
I remember you guys talking about Kamo being good, then watching Calder win on the live stream. Super dope. Yeah, that was my God, it was so funny. Like trying to build that on the live stream, and it's like I think we're just gonna run with what we already had built. Like we made no progress.
We basically did, yeah. Oh man, when we were going through, but what about this, and this, and like, why don't we just do the same 4 figures we were gonna play anyway? You know.
Scott, Cap, MOE. Sounds good to me.
Yep. Why change what works? And it worked. And did it
Did
work?
work. Yeah, leaving
Dude, this
Kamo
makes me wanna play
unequipped.
Kamo
It was so funny
bad,
how
dude. I
so
wanna
many
play
people were
Kamo
talking
so
trash
bad right
about
now.
like,
It's so fun.
oh, you can't leave Kamo unequipped. It's like, why? It's like somebody brings out MOE, I hit them for 8 penetrating with an object, and they just die. And then the caps are free to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened like all day. It's like, I don't really care about your MOE because like here comes Kamo. I
Yep.
will say I learned something really cool about Kamo though. And that's anytime he begins a move, he can place, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like with hypersonic, it's like start the hypersonic, he can place next to his shark, up like 5 squares, hypersonic, place again, and then like finish the hypersonic, right?
Oh, sure. When you give him a motorcycle and he gets hypersonic. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So like if you do that with the hell
Wow,
cycle, but if you
okay.
give him motorcycle, he just has 1 free movement,
Yeah.
so he can literally just like port,
When he
move
begins a
1.
Ooh.
Which might be better because then you don't have to do the hypersonic. I mean,
Yeah.
hypersonic literally gives you like 18 to 20 squares of movement, which is wild. Conditional 18
Wow,
to
that
20.
is so good. Wow, how did I never know that? Goodness
But
gracious! Wow,
having
that's
him
good.
equipped in, I think, a favorable MOE era.
I liked having him unequipped. I was pretty big on having him non-equipped.
The Muramasa thing is cool, but I mean, seriously, just saying no defense powers with
That is really good. 4
5,
damage
6
coming your
damage,
way,
yeah.
yeah.
same principle as like Genesis, where it's like your minimum damage is 4. It's like he has a printed 5, so if he rolls a 1 or a 2 or a
minimum,
3,
yeah.
you lose your defense powers. I deal 4, so I deal 1 less, and you don't get defense.
Yeah.
It's an interesting combo.
It rules.
I think as of right now, if I were to play Kamo tomorrow, I'd probably be messing around with the Hell Cycle. I think that'd be where I'd be at.
Okay.
I think the hypersonic strat is
Yeah, I
interesting
think
enough.
it's just too good. I think him moving that far.
But if he's my big beef boy, if I don't really, if I'm playing more of a defensive team, I might leave him unequipped.
Yeah.
Warlock feels useless. Like shape change is
Yeah,
kind of on the downturn.
I wouldn't
it's still
worry
good,
about giving them shape change.
but you probably want Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider Kamo is a reasonable combo as well, but that's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points.
Kamo,
Jeez, yeah.
Ghost Rider, Scott, that's 230 right there. MOE maybe. Maybe
Maybe.
that's a team. Maybe that's a ruler theme right there. I don't know. Maybe I'd play that.
Richard, we'll see how many people show up. It kind of just depends on, if we get a lot of people, we may do 4 rounds, maybe 5 rounds. It all depends on how many people we have, so we have a good shake-up.
Hey, Michael Johnson.
2-and-1s, the
I think
3-0s, all that stuff.
I think that's the guy who won the Supergirl, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Either way, congrats
Nice.
if it was you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was. World's Finest into deceased Batman and Superman, then Mer Batman. Just keep bringing in
Not
figures.
based. Not based, sorry.
That's kind of based.
No, it's
the
not.
Batman Russian doll.
Well, the fact that Superman is part of it means it's
And
instantly
then eventually
not based.
you actually bring out Russian
Because
Batman.
Superman is actually just so lame. Yeah, the figure that lets you go.
Yeah,
Listen to
World's
the little pen
Finest is
damage.
like, what part of that is Batman?
Sadly.
All right, Superman.
The coolest character on the base
this guy really
is
hard.
like not relevant on the dial at
You
all.
got it, Batman. It's a 7. Nice.
Jeez.
Okay, now punch this guy really hard. And that's
All right, mate. That's it.
he's just like piggybacked on Superman's back. Like the dial is like 9, 11,
No,
18.
I mean that's like
forward.
hypersonic
Charge,
super
CC.
strength. Yeah, or charge super strength. Yeah, dude.
I don't think he ever has out. He has outwit on the dial like in the mid part.
In the mid part, but he's like close
Batman,
combat
can you
expert.
help me? He's like,
down
fine.
dial. Yeah.
By the way, 4 rounds. Yeah, Kamo with any cycle to get Alpha Strike is pretty easy.
Yeah, it's
Kamo
good.
with motorcycle is the play, in my opinion. So many tricks you can do with that mobility, and combat reflexes is relevant. That is true. I think
It is.
less so now with Mern, but Mern isn't just like a
Mern
say-all,
does make
end-all.
it way less relevant.
Mern has completely shifted like how I'm building. Like stat mods you still need, but I mean, you can kill Mern too. Like it's not hard to kill Mern, especially if you're playing Mern. It's so easy to kill Mern. It's like I just can see you. You can see me, I can see you. But man, like stat modification is it's weird because you're in the Scott Porter era where it's just like everyone's jacked up.
Yeah,
to
it's super
14.
easy to get stat mods right now.
And for a while people are like, oh, Jennifer Kale, like this is the answer, like this is so good, but she just dies. Mern feels less so that way. I don't know. Like combat reflexes is definitely relevant, but I don't know if like that's I don't know. I don't know what cycle I would put on Kamo. I can see the argument for it, but maybe lean towards hypersonic. It just depends on the rest of the team, I think. Should we bring our team printouts, or is Lucas dealing with that? I've already submitted mine.
Yeah, just go ahead and send the link to your build on HC Units to Lucas. He's going to print everything out, and he'll bring it. So you're all set. All you have to do is send that link to him, and you're good.
Also, Azrith, shout out to you for playing Phoenix Wolverine. That was very cool.
Shout out, shout out, shout out.
Classic Warlock Timebreaker Smackdown. Gotta love it.
It's classic. But all right.
Yeah, I don't know what else more we really have to say, guys. Anyone want to throw out some topics?
Yeah, if anybody wants to throw anything out, we can do a little breeze through the chat. Let everybody get any questions, any whatever.
Do you have any things you want to
Anything you
ask
want us
about
to-
Worlds or
yeah.
Nationals or
can talk
data
about
or whatever? This was just kind of a quick and dirty stream to say, hey, we'll be around next Saturday. Just wanted to kind of show you guys what we've got in hand.
Yeah.
Post up with the big boy.
I got some Fortnite to play, guys. So if
Let's
we can wrap
see.
this up.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't play Time Breakers. I played Cordian Thunder. Oh, that's right, he did. Yeah,
wow,
he
dude, the
didn't have a boot.
disrespect of not even knowing.
He didn't even bring a boot.
What? He didn't have a boot?
He didn't have a boot construct. Yeah.
Why?
Why Cordian over Time Breakers? Explain yourself. But yeah, I mean, Warlock really, like, that's ultimately the biggest key for Wolverine. You got to have the Warlock.
All right, Richard, go back to work. Good seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any more questions, though, send them to me.
What's your top 3 for Masters of Time? Okay, that is actually really, really tricky. If we can put them all into number 1, the 7 Shifting Batmen, that's easily the thing I'm most excited for. If you want me to break it up, favorite is the Detective Batman. He's a beast. Second is probably Gunslinger. And then third, oh, it's so close, but I got to go Caveman Batman, because just the idea of like bumping him up and just blasting, just flurry, 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 oh, steal energy, oh, I'm bashing. The idea of that happening once is so cool. But if you count that as 1, there's my 1. Number 2 is probably Reverse Flash. I think he's so cool. I want to play him main force. His stats are insane. Like, he's probably not the most meta-breaking thing ever, but I want to make him work. I think he rocks. And number 3, ooh, man, It's not like a meta pick, but I really think the Green Arrow is a lot of fun. I like his 9 range.
He is a really cool piece.
He's just
though.
awesome.
I think he's just like a very
cool,
a very solid, fun piece. I like that. Yeah.
Maybe Super Sore.
Top 3. So number 1 is like Super Sore for me.
The team up's too sick.
Yeah, team up is rocks. So it's like Super Sore, Sculpt alone, Green Torch, but he's also like solid.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like Super Sword, Green Torch are easily my number 1 and 2. The third one can kind of be anyone, but it's Prime Flash. It's
Right,
reverse.
dude,
It's
Reverse Flash is just. I
He's
know
so
we're
sick.
like way higher on him than anyone else, but man, like Reverse Flash,
You know.
he just rocks. He's so
But
cool.
I also do like Caveman Wally again. I'm worried about his attack and all
Shutting
that
off super
jazz.
senses
You
is
know,
pretty
and
tight.
I really like Darkseid too. So
Yeah, Darkseid.
there's all sorts of like, yeah. But I would say Torch, Super Sore, and then Reverse Flash are my easy top 3.
Hey, our guy Bill, the person who does all the data input, says, as someone who looks at a lot of build sheets, everyone please print them out and don't write them out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Please listen to that.
Please print them out.
I like having access to Perplex, and truthfully, the Thunderer having Pulse Wave was huge. Interesting. Okay. Hey, what constitutes sword equipment in respect to King Arthur? So it should have like the designation of sword.
So, but all of the swords from Exiv Swords don't have that on their card
Oh, sure.
because they were errated to have it. So, but every sword from Exiv Swords, the OP in the main set, those are all swords, and then it's just a broadsword construct is also a sword, but that one actually has it.
That one has it. Oh,
So
okay.
going forward, every sword, for however many swords they have to make, should have that definition on them. So that's just simply enough. Everyone from Exiv Swords, OP kit, main set, and the broadsword. Those are all swords.
Not the Necro
Not the
sword.
Necro sword. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
What is going to be the Scott MOE replacements that go on every team after rotation?
Jeez.
That's a tall order.
anything-
Perdegaton is your
oh,
answer,
easy.
though.
Wow,
Perdegaton
Perdegaton,
is
yeah.
so dumb. I
Wow, yeah.
think, I mean, I'm in lockstep with everyone saying that figure should be banned before it even sees a pulp table.
I hate Perdegaton.
Yeah, that figure is way too overloaded for 20 points.
Does way too much. Way too much.
Just flat out do not like it. I really hate the disruption of my team before the game even starts, and you paid 20 points for
it's
TK leadership.
so many teams
sidestep,
like
phasing, carry,
I mean,
hypertime, prob,
you know,
deal
I
damage.
almost blew up against Tristan, and he had to at least hit a character to place them in my starting area with
Yeah.
Scarab. You know, doing that just right away, I would like want to leap
Yeah.
across the table. Like, dude, it was
The fact that it's
that's
like
miserable.
every team I build now going forward has to account for the idea of like, oh, what if this figure gets misplaced to here?
Yeah, pretty
I have
much.
to look at maps even closer now because like, oh, what if
now
I get put to here?
Now I'm probably all up on playing Daredevils and filling out my start line.
loading up.
Yeah, I think just fill up your starting line. Okay, you can't place me anywhere. I feel like that might be the best way to do it.
I hate that that's like a counter build.
I
Because now Kong gets to go twice. Damned
yeah.
if you do, damned if you
Wow.
don't. Yeah, don't like that figure.
Yeah, I
So
just don't-
That
I just
is
don't
that's
like
the
him.
replacement. The MOE replacement.
Yeah,
man,
Perdegaton is just too good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's up there for just insane support though. He's just he's doing too much.
I'm not going to make it to Worlds if they release the list of Bibles so I can find someone to send money to. They
don't
have
have those.
not.
We don't have those, yeah,
Presumably the deceased Catwoman, but because she wasn't on the prizing list and she was posted in an article spoiler. So that's what I'll say for now. I think. With the changes to Trick Arrows, what equipment do you think gets a bump?
We're talking about Perdegaton. Hectic Hex. We're talking about Perdegaton.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know if things necessarily get a bump. I think the Trick Arrows are still insane.
They're still good.
Like being able to just hit
Yeah,
and go big arrow.
I don't think you go, well, now that they're nerfed, what's the next equipment I should use? I don't think that's the case at all.
It's just like, oh, my Arachnite's a little weaker.
Yeah.
Oh, my Elsa Prime's a little weaker, but not really, because it's still just going to be like, I'm going to do a bunch of damage to you. So yeah, I don't know. Trick Arrows are still crazy. Broadsword constructs, blah, blah, blah.
Yep, we
Knowing that
already got
Colossus
that.
Prime is a menace for Phoenix Wolverine, do you guys think it's better equipped him with a motorcycle or Bucky's arm than Warlock? No, Warlock gives him the plasticity, which locks people adjacent to
you
him.
kind of need the plasticity.
Modifies the roll.
I see what you mean by saying like shape change is such a non-issue.
Having
obviously,
Super Sense
is
down
ignored.
the dial is pretty nice,
It
though.
is good.
Having Super
Yeah.
Sense the entire time, but
do
the
like
second
that.
you get hit past that, it loses its value. I would say Warlock is still where it's at. Like, the shape
Yeah.
change, that's a rollout. It's not as valuable of a rollout with Battle Fury, Kong existing. Yeah, like you said, Colossus Prime as well. The plasticity feels so good, though.
Yeah.
So that'd be where I'd stand. But yeah, I could see you running motorcycle. I'm not going to say it's like wrong. Green Arrow will see play. I don't know. 75 points is a lot.
It's a big
willpower.
ask. It's a big ask.
9 range.
He's cool.
Yeah.
It's just, and he is effective. He's a decent attacker, but I don't know. A lot of points.
It's a lot of
A lot
points.
of points.
I mean, I hope he
It's
does.
a lot of points.
It's cool though. Zala forever. And
For you, Bill.
Maybe for you, Bill.
Maybe for you, dude.
Zala, I like Zala, but forever?
No, not forever.
Forever? I don't
Not
know about
forever,
forever.
ever. Not forever, ever.
Forever?
Ever?
So does this card have to say that equip sword to get? Okay, well, I'm
No,
sorry.
because those
We're
have already
done
been.
talking about
Yeah,
the
we already.
swords.
Yeah. Nope. If it's they're all swords.
Tuning in from work, hee hee. Oh, you're so bad.
Woohoo! Fire this man.
Can I get a brood Darkseid and Cyclops, please? Looks like you have plenty, lol.
Yeah, I better set a
Necrosword
few
should be
aside. No, I'm
sword.
just kidding.
Yeah. Who is 20 points yet per Decaton?
Yeah, we already did that. Yep.
How do you rank Masters of Time Seal events? Honestly,
I haven't played in any yet.
yeah, I don't know yet.
We haven't played.
Um,
We're gonna play on one. I'm gonna play on one this Sunday after
I
our
gotta
tournament
work
on
every
Saturday.
Sunday.
This Sunday we get Master Time Sealed. Well, Thursday night they have a. I guess you work Thursday. Yeah. Shoot.
No, it's
That's
really.
tough.
Yeah, I like having my Friday, Saturday off, and unfortunately, they don't run events during that time, and my schedule's been really wonky because of reasons lately. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'll play in a Master Time Sealed event. As far as like when we had like opened our WizKids brick before we shipped it all off, we spent the day playing some Master Time. It was a ton of fun. It's a really fun
Yeah,
set.
it's a super fun set
It's
to play
set of the
within
year
itself.
for me so far.
It's so easy. I mean,
Because it's this next phase of Deadpool. Yeah, it's easy, clear cut.
yeah, so far it's easy. Unless they just blow me away at like Black Panther, and if Collector's Trove releases in like I don't know December or something now, I have no idea.
Yeah, the timeline's a little
You know,
wonky.
so they'd really have to blow me away to make this not set of the year because this set rules.
Yeah.
It
And
rocks.
I think I'm more of a DC guy. Like I like Batman, obviously. Like, I love Green Lantern. I just think like character-wise and costume-wise, I think I might be more of a DC guy. And ultimately, a good costume is what sells me. They can have a weak story if they look cool.
I'm definitely all about a character's story more so than.
Well,
their
I mean, I
costume.
like a good story.
You know what
don't
I mean?
get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
saying
yeah,
you
yeah.
can win me over
You can win
if
me
you
over
look cool enough.
If you look.
You look cool
You
enough.
look cool
You can
enough.
deceive me.
Yeah. Nah, just basically we've had such a lack of like really all it takes to make me become a Marvel guy. Well, I think I am more so because again that's what universe Captain America is in. My favorite characters in DC aren't major enough players to make me strong enough in DC.
I think if DC
You know.
had stronger movies, it'd be more clear cut for me.
Sure.
But like,
I wasn't even. I was
still wouldn't
thinking
say
pure,
I'm like a DC
I guess
guy,
I
you
was
know?
thinking like pure just comic book superheroes, you know, and like no other media, not even like counting HeroClix or anything else. It's like one's got Captain America, and one doesn't. that's literally it. Honestly, if Joseph, I'll firebomb you for saying that ever again. Sorry, that was a bit much, but let's calm down. Let's calm down here, buddy. Let's not say anything we're gonna regret later.
rap is
okay?
overcated.
Yeah, rap is overcated, dude.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Lol
mean like
JK. He said lol JK.
Okay.
So you have to say it too now.
lol JK. Sorry,
There you
I would
go.
never. I don't have the power to firebomb anyone's house. I promise. It's okay. It's okay.
Yet.
Flash is honestly, I think Flash is a really lame character.
I think Flash is really cool,
I
but
think-
everyone around him is so
I
lame.
think fast is one of the lamest powers to have. I think it's not written well. I don't think it translates well into
impossible
so
to
many
write well.
things. It's just fast.
But he's a cool character.
Being fast is just not a. I mean, he's like he has good conversations. He has good banter with the rest of the Justice League. Villains really suck.
His villains are terrible.
Villains are
He
awful.
might have the worst.
Because once again, when you're literally
Flash might
besides
have the worst rogue
besides
gallery,
Reverse Flash, you know,
who is just evil Flash.
who is just evil Flash. It's just
I'm
you know,
cold.
I mean, just fast is not a
I'm
fun power.
mirrors.
Fast is just not a fun power to
I'll
me at all.
disagree with that.
I don't think it's. Well, I mean, okay, would it be fun to have? Sure. Is it written
Cap's
well?
powers are just strong.
Right, but it's not about powers when you read Captain America. It's about ideology, which is like that's what I read comics for, is a character's beliefs and ideology and like how they stand, like what being a hero is, you know. And so Captain America lends well to that because it's so much harder
Yeah, no,
for him to.
I'm
He's got like
just
you know
commenting
punch
on
up.
like purely powers.
Oh, if we're saying
It's
purely
like,
powers, yeah, sure, yeah.
I
He's
mean,
just
my favorite is none.
he's and it's true. Your favorite
Favorite
I
is
guess-
money.
favorite power.
My favorite power is money, brother.
I think my favorite power is like the ring. You know,
favorite
the
power.
lantern ring is my favorite power.
I do like it when
'Cause
people
that
get
one's-
their powers from something. I think
Yeah.
Dr. Fate's helmet's really cool. The Rock of Eternity is interesting.
That's fair.
The rings are awesome. mean, Iron Man to an extent, like the suit. Because then, yeah, it's the ideology where it's like, is it the man who makes the suit or the suit who makes the man?
I think it's because it's the man using the
Somebody
thing,
actually said that to me. This guy was
Really?
like drunk walking around the hotel.
Nice.
And I was wearing like a maroon blazer, and he goes, "Man, that is a nice blazer. That's a nice suit." I'm like, "Thank you, man." He goes, "Seriously, he told me like 3 times." I'm like, "I appreciate it." He's like, "But hey, you gotta ask, the man who makes the suit or suit who makes the man?" And he walked out of the bathroom. I was like, "I didn't ask for this."
Sure, dude.
But yeah,
okay.
like, it's obviously the man.
It's the man. Well, because you can tell when the clothes are wearing the person.
Oh yeah.
You know that really, it's all about your
We're back
confidence
to this now.
You know, yeah.
We're back to this.
Yeah.
100%.
Exactly.
I can't wear Captain America gear.
Exactly. Yeah, instantly. Like, it's just kind of like
You're lying.
when we switched clothes during
It felt wrong.
It felt weird. It felt wrong. It's like, no, it's about how comfortable you feel in who you are, and then like how you represent that, because that's ultimately what you wear is what kind of represents you to an extent. Some people just put on a t-shirt and call it a day. You know, it's not that deep, but it kind of can be. You know.
To a degree. Let's see some more questions.
Huge tangent.
I mean, with Blue Beetle, high point figures might make a shine. Yeah, I think, okay, hot take. I think my stance on Prime Blue Beetle, he's not as good as
I'm all over the place on him. It seems better than I feel like it is.
He can just die.
You know what I mean? But
he just dies.
Kind of going back to what we said about Blackheart on the podcast. We did just say Blackheart just dies, but he was
here's
always
my
so
stance.
effective.
Prime Blue Beetle is effective.
But he has to go in there and attack, though.
He is very effective. Shutting off power is very good. KOing things,
just get
obviously,
messed up.
very good. But I don't think he's as good as people think. People are acting like he's a point-and-click god.
Yeah.
Don't see that. I think there will be teams that make him work, but he's not like an unbeatable figure.
Sorry, I noticed. I just saw Bill's comment that I bought the shirt. Yeah, I did, Bill. I love this thing. The shirt rocks.
Zala plus Nubia Wonder Woman, the triple flurry one with trick arrows. Oh yeah, just call her over and beat the crap out of something. Why not? Will King Deadpool and Elsa see any play?
They already did. They already did at
some people.
Canadian Nationals. They saw play.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
There was one team. I saw a build just yesterday.
There's
I saw that I
somebody
really
playing,
liked. At Jalen's event, you'll see somebody playing King Deadpool and Elsa.
I think we might see someone at our event also playing it, because I practiced against it on Sunday. It beat me. So seems
It's
like
a solid
pretty good piece
figure
to me. Yeah.
It's just, a little tricky to fit on, but it's a mystical leadership that's really strong, which I think is ultimately where they'll be the best at. Let's see. For silver, use Zala. Oh, you'll like this. For silver, use Zala with Red Guy Gardner. Set off a massive.
Yeah, I love that, dude.
That's fun.
Red Guy is so fun. He was just like, man, such an awesome piece.
The Stardust combo.
To get
is
it,
always
dude.
The
The Stardust combo rocks. The fact they were both Herald too. Yeah, just going pulse wave, suck you all in next to this space. Crazy how, and then guy charges into that square. Yeah, I literally had like a 10-minute game against somebody, like 15-minute game against somebody, where it's just like, okay, position, and I'm like, oh, I gotta position this just right, and it's so fun. The best part was when I finally like quaked his entire team, killed his entire team. He had Strife, so everybody had Mystics, so Guy just also died. It was like the best way, dude.
I don't feel so good, Mr.
It's
Stark.
so ruled. Like Vulture, that's the cringe way to kill everybody's team. The cool way to kill everybody's team in like one turn is
one attack.
Is Guy, dude. It rocks. Yeah, Guy Gardner is just, Red Guy is so fun.
Having all those beautiful boxes of Clix products, I can't say I have the self-control to not open them all. Your will goes stronger the more you have to be around stuff like this, I think. We've gotten to open some Master Time. We've gotten to open a considerable amount
I think
of
if we
Master
hadn't
Time
been
at
able
this
to
point.
open any Master Time, I would be like
I'd be
itching. But now I'm just like, nope, that's the winners. I'm cool with it. It can be in this house.
The Darkseid, I was like, yeah, Lucas, we're popping this
Well,
open.
no one's seen that before.
Exactly.
We've seen all these before. So
And we have our own of
We have
that
our
as
own.
well. Thank you to WizKids at Gen Con for providing that
Shout
as
out.
well. Flash greater than Cap XD. Okay,
Never.
even I'm not even gonna
Literally
give that.
never in a million years, but that's okay.
I'm like a hater. Comic events for DC hasn't exactly hit the same recently, though. The Venom Wars for FOE Marvel and the build-ups to that have been great. I'm not as involved with comics.
What comment is that?
The Venom Wars, there's some cool art in that. Baseball player Venom is sick. I would love to see that in Clix. Like the symbiote like bat he has, rocked.
I read the Cold War Captain America event last year. It was actually a really good event. I don't think many people liked it, sadly. I'm reading some DC Brave and the Bold right now because it has some Jurassic League and Lantern stories in it, which is kind of cool. So, like, those are neat. I don't know. I don't keep up that well with modern comics. It's literally just Captain America, and I guess I kept up
Never been a
with
big
the
event guy
Peacemaker. For the longest time,
people
when I was a
stories.
kid, because I didn't have comic book stores and my family never went to them, but we went to like Barnes and Noble and stuff. So I almost exclusively read events when I was a kid.
Yeah,
because
same
that's what
here.
got bundled up in trades,
That's where it was like,
So-
at the comic store, it's like, Ian, we're not spending money.
Yeah.
At Barnes and Noble, it's like, grab a book. I was
Exactly.
Like, okay, I'm
I'm
grabbing
going to grab a comic, yeah.
JSA.
So, like as a kid, exclusively reading, I think, some of the best Marvel events ever, which is like Infinity Gauntlet, Civil War. I love Fear Itself. That's like my all-time favorite comic book event. I love Fear Itself. Avengers vs. X-Men, all the different battles and stuff was really fun. So, I don't know. I think Marvel has just so many cool, good, strong events. But there's still like Blackest Night, other events that are good that are good on DC.
Events.
Forever Evil was maybe my favorite DC
Deceased.
event. I loved Forever Evil.
Deceased, Blackest Night.
Have you read Deceased?
Oh yeah, I finally did.
Oh, you really
Sat
did?
down
Oh.
and read it on the iPad.
Nice. That's so funny because Simeon gave me his copy of Deceased and it's been in my room for like 2 months. I've just never read it yet. I'll read those eventually, I promise.
The art's really cool.
Yeah.
Just
Marvel
looks
Zombies.
nice.
Oh, dude, the Marvel Zombie stuff is so good. Oh my gosh, those are some of my favorite comics
DC
ever.
events, honestly, haven't read a ton. I mean, a majority of them have been like big surprise, like Batman stories, even a lot of like Green Lantern. Like, I haven't read a ton of Green Lantern. I just like him.
Yeah, do you really like Blackest Night though? Or at least
Blackest
some of
Night, yeah, I've
the
read
Jeff
Blackest
Johns.
Night. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
the Jeff
I've
Johns
read
run of Black.
that.
That's like the peak Green
Emerald
Lantern
Twilight
stuff to
is
read.
dope.
Yeah.
The JSA events, I literally could not tell you what they were. I read them so long ago, but I always really liked the JSA. Like, I remember the first time I saw Metron, like I was like 8 or 9, just being like, I don't know what this guy's about. Still don't really after reading this. He's tight. I just thought he was so cool.
So funny.
And then when he was ultra meta in like Arkham Asylum, it's like, Ian, why are you playing that? I was like, so I love this guy. Like, oh, BS. It's like, no,
I actually do like him.
Finally able to catch a live stream again. Mirror Master and Deceased was really cool for 5 pages. Yeah, like, he's scary.
Yeah.
He's really
As
really
a zombie
creepy.
teleporting in mirrors, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds scary.
No, we won't spoil anything because I know you're just itching to read it.
I will read it. I do want to read it eventually, but I just...
I think Simeon had
Never gotten
actually already
around to
talked
it.
about that a bit
Yeah.
too. Bro, Flash can phase through time. He vibrates so fast he rips.
And
through
that's
the fabric
lame.
of
I'm
time.
sorry, that's just kind of lame.
No, that's dope.
I don't like... When it's just like the power scaling is infinite, that's not interesting to me
Favorite
as a
power
person,
is
I guess.
freaking laser beams.
That's a cool power. Hey, Kite is a great power. Because again, that's a character that's written well and is interesting. That's why Kite's a
I
great
don't
power.
think Flash is like. I just think the things around Flash are
It's
boring. I think
boring.
Flash
think
is
it's
boring.
boring. Flash is like fine, but I just...
Any one of you guys catch the Kite
Not-
Man animated series yet?
I watched the first
Yeah, I
episode.
was just say I saw the first episode.
Did you also watch first episode?
Yeah.
It was fine. It's a little... I don't know. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more
We never even
different than
finished
Harley Quinn.
either.
No, because Harley Quinn's humor just kind of wore me down over time. And I was like,
No.
okay, I get it. This is gory or this is, inappropriate. And it's
Just
like,
kind of lost interest probably around like season 3 or
once
so.
you start
was
being
really good, but-
once like the edginess overtakes a certain level, I'm just kind of out. Like I don't watch a lot of adult animated stuff to begin with, so it's kind of like once you start getting a little too edgy. So like I liked the first episode of Kite Man. It was a little gory, kind of senselessly to me, I guess, in parts, which I don't love.
I think I'm just kind of over it.
I want to watch more of it because I like Kite Man as a character. I like he had a fun little mini arc in War of Jokes and Riddles, and he's always like a fun little goofy character to like visit back every once in a while. But yeah.
Let's see. Superman is my favorite DC hero. I'm sorry. Blackheart was an Alpha Strike piece positioning. Yes, he was. Will Mr. Mindsea play? I think there's somebody who will be crazy enough to try it. I think so.
I don't know if he's crazy to...
He's not like an S tier piece. He won't run the meta, but he could work.
I think he's interesting though.
He could definitely work. Like being able to take multiple actions on an 100-point figure is good. Colossal willpower to go with. Like he'll be pushing out a lot of actions. So
Yeah.
I think so. He just won't run tables. Like you could probably make him work though. I've played against King Elsa a few times. Somebody at my venue has one. They're very efficient for their cost, but not game breaking. Yeah, I describe it that way as well. Like handing out prop your team is nice. Giving a shark out. Although honestly, there's probably games where you don't want to do that with Kong existing. The big AoE energy explosion, like very solid piece. It's just not warping the game in the same way that meta staples do. Super rare Prime Apocalypse is fun to play in Silva. Yeah, absolutely. He's got a fun trait.
Yeah.
Bro is not a Green Lantern.
I don't know what that's reference to.
I don't know.
There's a lot of people that couldn't be Green Lanterns.
So hope the pull rates are better in Masters of Time than it was in Deadpool set. It definitely was for us.
Yeah, we had great polls.
Fantastic
both
polls.
our brick on screen and our brick at Gen Con was like really solid.
Fantastic.
You know, we got good polls.
What do you think about Juggernaut Ghost Rider? Oh yeah, like the Spirit of Vengeance Juggernaut that people post occasionally on Facebook. Yeah, if they made that like a con exclusive piece and made him like a 2x2, I'm all about that. That's
I didn't know there was a
sweet.
Spirit of Vengeance Juggernaut, I guess.
He's like
He
purple,
Hulk.
he's like flared out.
Really coming out of his
it's
little
pretty
helmet.
sick, yeah.
Did you see the Helverine that's like kind of going around? It's like Dakin.
I saw an action figure of
It's
it.
Dakin
Yeah.
as the Ghost Rider. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Dakin's a cool character.
Dakin is cool.
Oh, is it out? I don't know what that's referring to. Sorry. Looking forward to what might come out of Lantern Legacy. Yeah, well, if you listen to the podcast, we just went off about it. Listen to like last, like I don't know, 15 minutes. We were just going, oh my gosh.
Oh, it's funny.
The Flash is so fast, a normal guy can walk away from them and get away.
Yeah, that was like the TV show
So bad.
so bad. I really could not
They
watch
should call that show Barry,
which was crazy.
because it's not about Flash.
really
it's about,
not.
oh,
So
don't break up with me, please.
I won't go into like how I watch shows, but I had so many people recommend it to me, and I could not get through the first season. It's so bad.
It's
It was just
horrible.
like, you're kidding. This guy's giving you an issue because again, you fall into this hard pit of how do we write somebody who
That's-
can do this.
that
But then
show-
also you have a TV show budget, so you can't use any of the villains right away anyways that actually give Flash a run for his money. So he's like, how
None
does he
of
not
them
just
do.
run up to Pied Piper, bang?
There's
Here's
a
your dumb
point in the
flute.
show where there's like a
Like-
robbery happening, and they have like a van and these motorcycles, and they like push Flash down. He's like, "Oh, I'm on the ground," and he watches them from the ground. He's literally laying there like this, and they just drive off on motorcycles.
Oh my gosh.
You're the Flash. Hey, you're the Flash. What are you doing? Like, also,
oh my gosh, it's so funny.
the other scene that's like so dumb is like there's like a scene where Captain Cold is like shooting like this like frost ray like from a balcony down at this woman. Instead of just like running up there, snatching the freeze ray and being like we're over, he saves the girl and like stops, talks to him, and then he just like walks away. It's like so many points in that movie is like
But because we can't,
or
it can't
show.
just be resolved though, because we
know.
have to fit it into.
you want to know what's worse
and
than
that's
that?
the problem.
I run up to you, you're the villain. I go, you're never gonna get with oh bad villain. Oh yeah, Flash, screw you. Oh my gosh. Oh no, he's getting away. That happens like 50
Yeah,
times.
it's really bad.
Oh, I just wish I was. I
Faster?
wish I was fast enough. I just wasn't quick. Like it's so bad. Honestly, all of it's like it's not even fair to make fun of CW shows. Like if you like
No.
them, you know, more power to you. But those shows are like unbearable. I don't want to watch any of them. Don't recommend
I
them.
think I watched the only show that I liked for the first 2 seasons was like Legends of Tomorrow, because they were all like the side characters and villains, and Rip Hunter, played by the guy that plays Rory, was like really fun. But then it was like beginning of the 3rd season, I was like, oh, this is just dumb.
Yeah.
They're just really dumb,
No.
you know, and it just kind of lost
Same
me.
thing with what's the Robot Man?
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
Dude, I got through, like I wanted to watch Doom Patrol, but again, the humor.
It just becomes melodrama.
It wears you down, and it becomes like these weird interpersonal relationship drama, which is kind of boring, and it kind of is like,
stand around and talk the show.
sometimes we're a superhero show, and we actually fight a villain, but mostly we just kind of don't get along and have to manage our relationships as a team.
And I get that, like, that's the
man,
point.
dude.
Like, oh, they have to overcome this to be the team, but eventually it just becomes like, we just have problems.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, I thought they were going to be like, we're going to fight a
43
goofy...
people on a Tuesday night.
Dude, I was
Wow.
hoping they would fight like a goofy character every week, and I don't know, like me and my brother were watching that show, and I just wanted to get to the Metallo episode, or the
Oh, yeah. Mentallo.
Literally couldn't get there because the show was that bad. I never was able to make it to that episode.
The first season
It
was
was
good,
just
and
tough.
then kind of after that, it just slowly. I mean, they did.
Yeah, and just
what? Psycho Pirate? Is that his name? No,
oh, did they get to Psycho Pirate?
I believe Psycho
I think
Pirate
the
was
last,
season
I
3.
think the last episode I watched, Animal Vegetable Mineral Man, was like the end credits for it, and I was like, that's cool, and I just never watched it ever again.
Danny the Street was season.
That was in season 1. I think
season
I
one?
watched
Okay,
the episode
yeah,
with Danny
season
Street.
one.
That was a neat episode. Like that's conceptually really cool. That's like, oh,
Yeah.
how does this street pop up, and why is it so like odd and weird, you know? But like too much of it was in like Robot Man is
Here
the
you
coolest
go.
part.
Fire Shield. Yeah, Doom Patrol. They get along. Then next season or episode, they instantly at each other's throats. Yeah,
Well,
like no, there's no resolve. There's never any.
It's
resolve.
always what is it? It's just Robot Man and Crazy Jane just arguing. Is what I remember the most about that
Don't
show.
automatically hate Calder. My Adventures with Superman is great.
Oh, I'm just never gonna. I mean, you can enjoy that show.
Yeah, enjoy that.
It's clearly good enough to get a second season. I'm never gonna watch it though. Literally never. Gun to my head, I'm not watching Adventures of Superman.
Don't want
Sorry.
to. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm so upset about the Booster Gold team-up card limits him to 1 per team. That trade is awesome. Oh, the dice replacement.
Yeah, that is really good.
That's probably good. It's limited to 1.
Probably is.
Talking
Probably
about
is
the
good.
guy who said he wouldn't have the willpower to not open everything. Yeah, no way you're.
Oh,
being
that
Green
guy's definitely not
bro.
Green Lantern, dude.
No chance, bro.
Yeah, no way.
You're gonna be like Orange Lantern. You're gonna end up killing everybody. Our brick at C&D Nats had Chase Diana, Rare Prime, Reverse Flash, and 2 Super Rares. Bang!
Dude.
That's a good one. Okay.
Auto win. Auto
What
win break.
Dennis? What big boy did you get? I hope we get Legacy Lantern and Entity Legacy cards so bad. Whew, all right, Calder, break it down.
Dude, you cannot have some of the most expensive chases throughout HeroClix.
Like in history, some
Now-
of the most expensive figures. Period. By the way, just as
some
a
of those figures
clarification,
are still
own all of them.
okay. Yeah.
Have all of them.
Ian owns
I
all of them.
love them. But
So number one, not only are they all chases, which again they usually limit legacy cards to like 1 chase in any given legacy card set. They don't like to do too many chases. They probably shouldn't even do chases. So not only are these figures expensive and they're not modern relevant, now you
tournament set,
Yup.
impossible to get at the time. They're not like really available on eBay right now. Like a Parallax,
No.
people are still asking $80. Maybe they're not getting that, but that's the option you have.
So now you go ahead and you make those legacy cards. Instantly that's going to shoot their price up no matter what they do. We saw that
You announce it.
just as soon as you announce it, they're going to be ridiculous. Now let's say you make them entities again, the same as like Next Phase or
Khonshu,
something.
Ahmed, Taret.
Now they're needed on almost every team to an extent. Some
Are
of them
they
are. some
free
of
at
them-
all for lanterns? Are
Yeah,
they free for
they're going to be
heralds?
free for lanterns for even just like their respective
You have
cores.
one out of the 8 that gives like I don't know, like hypersonic or something. It's like, oh, that's better.
And now that card is like 50,
$5
60
billion.
bucks, and then the figure's like $200 or something crazy.
like over $200.
So
is not
now
out of the
you
question.
times that by what was it, 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, yes, they look cool. Yes, they would be fun to have to play again.
It's
No,
something you think you want, but I don't think you actually want
It's-
it. And I'm saying that
it
as
would
somebody
be-
who would be thrilled to have that.
an absolute havoc on the secondary market. It would be insane.
If one of them is
They should
meta,
not.
if one of them becomes a staple like Khonshu is readily available. $250, $240.
Yeah.
Whatever. Get a good deal on Khonshu, $200.
They're just. They're
What
just
if
too
Khonshu
insane.
was a legacy card from a set from
I
10
would
years
love
ago
to see
that
them
wasn't
make
available?
new ones. If they made new ones, that's cool. I'd be okay with making new ones.
They would be like $400 to $500 each if they
They
were
would
meta.
be-
Thank
they
you,
would be
Jeremy.
insane,
It's-
yeah.
So I don't mean to,
Not trying to hate.
No
Not trying to
man to
hate
yuck
on
the
something
young
you
here.
want. Like, yeah, if you want
I
something.
don't think you actually want it.
But it's. Yeah,
Unless
it's
you own them
insane,
already,
man.
then maybe you do.
Yeah. Even then.
Arrow
yeah.
is great for 2 seasons. Okay, I can get behind that. I did
Sure.
enjoy Arrow.
I never watched Arrow. Couldn't.
The pilot for Arrow was crazy. I remember watching that like when it came out and
You were
being
like,
like,
"Whoa."
dang, like a good superhero show? What's going
Nice.
on? But then it gets really ridiculous. There's like a scene where he's like standing on a motorcycle, like backwards, and he shoots like Deadshot in his eye. It's so
Oh,
stupid.
there's a little eye hole. That's fine.
That's kind of, I think that was the moment where I was like, yeah, I'm just done with this.
Yeah.
Calder, do you want to see a new cap with the Infinity Gauntlet and Collector's Trove? And if so, what powers would you like to see him have?
Sure. I like the last cap, the Infinity Gauntlet.
Ultimate knockback
Dude,
hero?
the knocking someone back 10 squares, it was so much fun. So yeah, I would like to see some extent like that. Pretty much like that was a really fun piece. So again, if you just gave him ultimate knockback, pushing planets away, that'd be a lot of fun. Cap with Infinity Gauntlet is cool. Obviously Cap with Mjolnir is like the goated version of Captain America when he has like an extra thing. But I'd be down for a new Cap, mostly just to see him on a gold base. And almost more than like what he could do, I would just like to see a really cool
If I
sculpt.
could turn
Because he
back
already had a
time.
great sculpt, but maybe like a blast in front of himself or something, or even like holding like the Infinity Gauntlet up with his shield. That'd be really cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, mostly just if he has 10 knockback, add 10 to the knockback. That's just such a hilarious line of text to read. I love it so much.
Let's see. DC shows had 1, maybe 2. Yeah, okay seasons after they all just sucked. Yeah. Yeah, My Adventure Superman got a 3rd season. Not happy
Oh,
about the
did it?
tarot
Oh,
card
good for
change. We're counting down the days.
Sorry, I love that tarot cards are going to rotate and be super limited. Very happy. Literally cannot wait to see them
champagne.
gone. Rip them up. Burn them.
Honestly, put them
Sorry.
in like a nice frame because they do look
They
cool.
do look, you know what, they do look cool.
just
So
don't
if
like
you want
them.
to display them, but just mechanically, they're not HeroClix.
Flash Raptor, agreed. Oh, that's what
He's
you
cool.
pulled? Oh my gosh, that's such a
Oh,
good
and
brick.
that's really good brick.
I expected more with the dinos, but I don't think that they will see the metagame, unfortunately. Flash Raptor 100% will.
And that's
Super
okay.
Sore is on the edge, I think.
Honestly, again, the dinosaurs never had to be meta. They look sick.
Ultra Humanite, I think. Ultra Humanite, Super
Maybe.
Sore, and Flash Raptor for sure. Flash Raptor, no doubt. I need a legacy card for Supernova Thanos. I'm about that. Yeah, that rocks.
As someone who's
I've got a purple
who
ring
owns
one
like
right
3,
back here.
I would love a legacy card for him.
Was hoping for a new Spectre. Yeah, I like Spectre a lot too.
You can still get a Spectre.
Lantern Legacy.
Set. I feel like Lantern Legacy.
Yeah.
Spectre's been a black and a red lantern.
Black, red, green.
And we could also just get a normal Spectre.
I think he was yellow at one point,
Was he
very
really?
briefly.
That could make sense. He's like the Spirit of Vengeance, Fear, stuff like that. Yeah.
Geez. Can we at least get all the batteries and constructs?
Those. Let's not legacy card resources. Let's not open that floodgate.
I don't love
Again,
that.
if you want to make new batteries, cool. I'm all for that. If you want to make new constructs, sure. I don't think with the way they do constructs as either being equipment or a bystander, it doesn't make sense to bring back the old ones. Those don't do either of those things. I guess you could.
Collecting that is just. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just a
they
pain.
were really hard to get. They were in just weird box sets, or they were in like the Lantern Gravity Feed, or they were somewhere exclusive to boosters. The Shield was exclusive to that scenario pack.
Oh, buy them in the Gravity Feed.
You know what? Let's be happy that we got those things. Let's display those things. I own all the Lantern batteries and all the constructs. I love them. I loved using them. I love playing them.
Mm-hmm. I don't really want them back.
And you guys know we love lanterns. You know we love lanterns. That's my favorite DC property. I don't need those back.
Probably
I'm
second.
sorry. I don't need those back.
Display them. Yeah,
To
they'd be
display 'em, yeah,
see.
it rocks.
I would like WizKids take the Gigantuan Namor Legacy card on Avengers Wakanda. I hope so. I would like Gigantuan Namor Legacy. Yeah, I mean
That would be cool.
He's
That'd be
got a
neat.
legacy too. He won Worlds. 250 is
Yeah.
still expensive. Yeah, Khonshu at 250 is still ridiculous.
Yep.
Now times that by like 2 or 3, and that's the entity legacy cards. Needs to be a cool thing, but not something that is too rare to get or impossible to get for everyone. I mean, my philosophy on legacy cards is generally like things that had a legacy like within the game, like things people really remember. The most prominent one being the Hammer Thor Cap. He's like literally the model citizen for what a legacy card should be. Low rarity, high impact. Everyone loved him. It was a hallmark time in HeroClix where like the game came back, and that was the figure that like was first shown. Like he really has like a legacy within the game. Not every figure needs to meet that criteria, but I do think like I'm not huge on when chases come back unless there's like a really good reason for it. Our Canadian Nationals team sealed brick was Ultra Chase Superman, Prince Kal-El, Super Rare Prime Man, jeez. Green Lantern Super Rare, Darkseid Super Rare, Super Sword Colossal with the team up card. Is that really one brick? Ultra Chase,
Dude, no way.
Chase, Super Rare Prime, Super Rare GL, Super Rare Darkseid, and Super Sore with the team up? Good God, that's a brick. Oh my God.
Dude, holy smokes.
I'm already signed up for a case.
That's
so
insanely good.
I've already got the case on
I think
the
I'm a
way.
case or a brick, whatever they did the get an extra Jurassic booster with promotion. That's what I'm signed up for at least. So whatever that was, I think it might have been a brick.
Guys, do you think
Can't
Gigantuan Namor will get a legacy card in the next set?
That'd be cool.
Maybe.
Namor
Maybe
and Black
Smash
Panther.
and Destroy.
Namor and Black Panther,
Oh,
they
Black
come to
Panther.
blows
Yeah,
a lot,
okay,
you know.
sure.
So they kind of hate each other, so they could.
That's
maybe.
a reasonable guess, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I have one, so I'd be all for it. I thought they would get Constantine. That would get rid of Prob, a legacy, but they just brought him back, so I imagine the entities will be the same. Yeah, if they just made new entities,
Yeah, I'm totally
I'll
cool.
buy their set. Did you watch the new Batman Cape Crusader? Thank you for the reminder. That came out when we were at Gen Con. I was like, oh, I'm really excited for this. I love the way it looks. It's heavily inspired by my favorite Batman media, so I will check it out, but I have not yet. I only own Predator, Entity, and Black Hand, probably the worst 3, but I would love to play them again. I used to love playing Entity at full points with the Indigo Battery. Yeah, I mean, they were fun. Cap superhero landing pose. Sure.
Like the Iron Man look.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
That'd be a good one with the gauntlet.
That'd be a solid one with Gauntlet, yeah.
I did like Smallville.
Be cool with that.
I haven't watched Smallville, so I can't talk.
I've never watched it. I do want to watch it purely for Lex Luthor. That's the most interesting thing to me about Superman is Lex Luthor, his antithesis. I think they have like a great, as far as like a villain to hero relationship goes, I think they're like almost peak. For me anyways, I think that's like peak. Where a man who has everything who's good and a man who has to make himself from nothing who's evil. Like that's really interesting. You know, the opposites there. So that's the only reason I want to watch Smallville. I'm sure it's some of the clips I've seen, it just looks goofy. But you know, it's early 2002 show.
Bowdy, it's Uncle Howdy.
It's Uncle Howdy, lol.
Aphrodite's crush.
Interesting.
That's a great username.
That's
Oh my gosh.
that's about what I say.
Yeah.
That's like
Bowdy, what you say?
It's about
I would love to get a legacy card for the old Cosmic Space Clown.
Obnoxio? Noxia the Clown? Is that the cosmic space clown? Is that who you're talking
King
about?
Joker, maybe?
Oh, cool. Okay, it's the Emperor Joker.
I would love to see Emperor Joker.
Yeah.
He was, he rocked. I don't know what you're talking about, though. It's good that the Taros are going with some of the figures in Master of Time,
Yep.
like plus D6 roll for Prime Blue Beetle. Yeah. I mean, I just hate tarot cards. I'm just
They're
no.
not HeroClix. They're just not HeroClix. to
It's
me.
fine when the tarot cards are tied to a prime effect, like Madame Zana
Yep,
do.
totally
That's
cool with that.
cool.
Totally
That's cool for some people.
And
It's not
they're
cool for me.
very, very limited.
Harley Quinn,
Yep.
Black and Red Lantern Legacy. Okay.
She
Yeah,
looks
those
cool.
were crazy sculpts.
She
Was
looks
she?
cool.
Oh yeah, the black. Oh no, the singular one. Yeah, from Gotham Girls. Yeah, no, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
She's still expensive. She's still like 50, 60 bucks.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, that's what happens. Like her prime is like only a little bit more expensive than her because they were both just so rare. But the sculpt on that is crazy. Don't care if they are meta. I just want to run a team of T-Rexes and Raptors. Yeah, that'd rock.
Yeah, and that's why it's fun. That's why they look sick.
Does anyone here have a Weapon X Legacy figure? Yes.
There's 3 in this house at least.
There's, I think, there's Simeon's, mine, and Calder's.
Yep.
And boom. Yeah, I still want to hit the board with this. I don't own the Legacy card for him yet, though, so I'll have to pick one of those up or proxy it. But yeah, he rocks. That was a great choice. I think a chase-worthy Legacy card.
That is a great choice. Well, he's a unique figure.
Yeah.
He's like a standout version of the character, an alternate version of the character,
Best sculpt
popular
of the character.
You know, so yeah,
Fitting for the set theme.
it rules.
Hey, let's see. As a brand new player, I cannot wait for our areas pre-release
Dude,
next
we
week.
have
Heck
50
yeah,
people.
man.
That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
Oh
Master of
my
Time.
gosh.
Oh, I haven't played in one yet, but seems like a great set.
I'm very excited. I'll
Pull a
definitely-
couple Batman.
I'll
get
make sure we get
shifty,
some.
shifty.
We'll get some videos Sunday. We'll have at least 3 videos of gameplay
cool.
for Master of Time. It'll be really fun.
Let's see. I hope the new Crimson Gem of Cyterac would be as good as the Relic one. That one.
Dude, the Relic was insane.
Picking that up with Nightcrawler and just
Dude.
being like, you are cooked.
Yikes! You thought you were gonna
You
kill me?
thought?
Get out of here.
Black Hand is crazy right now. Basically ban-worthy due to Necron. I think he's talking. You're talking about like this one, right? The
Playing
one that
li-
just
yeah, if you're playing
gives Black
bronze,
Lantern
I
keyword
guess if
to
you're
anybody.
for those that play bronze and golden, yeah, he is pretty nuts.
just heal him to any click.
But also anything like yeah,
This guy, it's a great sculpt. So cool.
yeah.
Old William Hand.
Old William Hand. Old
got that Will hand.
Old Will Hand.
Let's see. Yeah, War of Light. Yeah, okay, War of Light, Black Hand. Yeah, okay, they clarified. Golden Age isn't really a supported format. No, it is not.
No, it is
There's
not.
Good reason for that.
It does exist.
If you're
but
gonna
it's
play
not
Golden,
really
just like play with the gloves on, right? Like, don't be that guy. Just play things that are fun. Why can't they just do a legacy card like they do Magic Boosters, buy a pack, and give 15 cards? I think that
Go
ruins the
ahead.
shine of
There
them.
you
I
go.
think that
Yep.
doesn't make them as fun. Getting a legacy card should be a hallmark thing. It should mean something. So if you can just buy a pack of them, eventually things are just coming back. People don't care about them as much. It's not as fun to like guess them going up to the set. Like I personally love doing that. Sure, it's a bummer when it's like, oh man, we got this.
I won't lie. When I open one, I do wish I could just open 15 and like have them all. Because there are some like this last set had a lot of legacy cards that I wanted in it,
Yeah.
and I'm still missing a bunch. So when there's a set of legacy cards that I really really enjoy, I do wish I could get them more than just one at a time. But this kind of keeps you hungry.
But then you're degrading the value of the product as well.
Of this, yeah.
So if you want more value for
now,
a brick,
once legacy cards, so think about how much we dislike when there are no legacy cards in a set. Next phase, Disney Plus, whatever. Sets with no legacy cards, people go, I can't believe they robbed me of something, robbed, whatever. But now, let's say...
they stole from me.
Now we say, okay, but legacy cards are now sold in packs, and now that added value of a brick is gone. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's
Don't get me wrong. I thought
Keep
what you
them a
thought.
little limited.
At one point, I was there where I was like, dude, if they sold legacy packs, like packs of cards, because it's really fun to open packs of cards. Like getting into like some other card games, it's really fun to open packs of cards because you go, oh, what is it?
If a legacy card came like randomly in a booster sometime,
That would be sick.
be cool.
I would love that. I would
but
be down for that.
I don't think you want to inflate. I don't think you want to inflate the amount of legacy cards too much. Maybe you can a bit, but I really stand by that a legacy card should mean something. Unfortunately, it's not always the case, but you can't always have what you want. Other people like different things, so
That is also true.
they won't legacy what you love every time, right?
It is tough.
Oh, geez, where were we? Oh, yeah, well, okay. Hi, guys. This weekend's Mexican Nationals. Wish us luck. Wishing you luck, Dennis.
Good luck.
Play some wild stuff. Play the mystery. Mystery Gang.
Dude, that was wild last year.
Sweet.
Play a team of all
You guys are
Masters of
crazy.
Time with the Thor team up.
You guys go
dude.
hard.
That
You guys are
rocked.
like the prison cell gamers.
Oh
like,
my
you guys
gosh.
play hard. I've heard Saul and Richie describe how cutthroat y'all can be. So good luck to you. Don't make any mistakes, right?
That's true.
Harley
That is
Quinn.
very true.
Trying to get the Green Lantern for sure. I know it's a super rare prime, but we really need a legacy Jakeem
No,
Thunder. I'd be happy to
dude.
just have a new Jakeem.
So he is a figure that has a legacy. That is fair, I will at least say.
legacy and primes is
But
interesting.
man, I hated that piece when he was legal because he was just such a pain in the butt. Once again, when you're ever
I love Jakeem as a character. Though.
the
He's so
piece
cool.
to beat though, like Unimind should never get a legacy, and in my opinion, I don't think Unimind should ever get a legacy. I don't think I'm crazy for saying that. But
I mean, like, you could.
Jakeem is about the same, where it's like, oh man, he was that have to play to try to beat this figure in
You
his
could legacy
era.
Goblin King. You could
No,
legacy
I would hate if
Jakeem.
you. I would hate.
I think
seeing those
the
pieces
bigger
again
problem-
would give me PTSD.
Oh,
hate
yeah, if they make them like 1-to-1,
Like
like,
the
hey,
same?
this guy's
Yeah,
back. Like,
yeah.
yeah, it'd suck, but that you don't do that.
No,
You know, if they brought back like, you know, somebody like Balls of Fury, it's like, you know, don't make him.
dude, if they
Don't-
brought back, that would be another one because like Balls of Fury
Remember
was a
Thor Captain
character-
America is a PTSD inducing character, and he came
Yeah,
back
but
as a
he's
little
cool.
a squeaky toy.
Yeah, but he was a squeaky toy when he came back.
That's what his shield is, freaking
Sadly,
inflatable, dude.
Yeah, sadly.
So I mean, it doesn't. You know, like the legacy card could literally, it could have a trait that says like this character
I
sucks
guess,
now. You
yeah.
know? Like if you, it's not like does that be boogeyman.
I suppose
think the
so.
bigger issue is like with primes. I was actually talking about this with somebody today, where it's like I feel like it teeters on like if it's a prime and it's a legacy card, completely useless, way too broken,
Yeah.
and it's a really thin line.
Yeah.
Okay, a couple more questions, guys, and then we're going to get out of here. Let's see. I'll be competing in ChampionClix at Highlander this weekend on Sunday Modern.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Good luck. Is there any potential teams you can think to run with Master of Time and Marvel Next Phase? Next Phase is in my intro set, and I'm in our pre-release next week. I mean, if you're playing in pre-release, you just got to build what you get, man. You know, play the stuff that you think is going to win you games. It's a little tough to say with pre-release. There's definitely some things to look out for, but I think you'll be able to recognize them.
You know, biggest thing, yeah, look for some decent support. Make sure you have a leadership on your team. If you pull it, that's like number one for me and sealed. You know, make sure you have a few flyers. Again, try
Legacy ID cards.
try
Sorry.
to pull them.
No.
No.
Stop.
I loved, and you know, I loved ID cards. Like, I hated them, really, but I played with them every single time. Like, kind of everybody was
you have
forced
to.
You kind of had to, but I
Do not.
I liked
No.
I liked building call-in like battery teams, and even I'm like, no, please never ever do ID cards.
They
do
were in
not legacy
silver
ID cards.
For this long.
For a
And
year?
then they went, oh.
They were in silver for one event, and they were like, oh, this was a mistake. Because ID cards were just that broken and that good. Dude, I remember, feel like I was turning white when they, well, I already am, but like, you know, pale. When they told me like XXS was going to get legacy cards, I was like, you're kidding. They just, it was like, dude, they just rotated Age of Ultron and all this stuff. Like, now there's more legacy cards. Why?
ID cards?
ID cards, sorry. ID cards. Like, yeah, when they gave XXS ID cards, I was like, you have to be kidding me. And then they made them 3 points, and then they made some of them free, and I was like, you're kidding. And then I had to live with that for 2 more years. It was
I
miserable.
second Goblin King. Third vote for Goblin King. See, Goblin King could be fun. He doesn't have to be what he was. He can just be cool. I mean, Goblin King as a character, like he's just in that one issue where it's like, you know.
He looked,
Green
he
Goblin, he's
looked cool,
weird.
but he was a jerk.
Let's see. Legacy equipment, not opposed to it.
Not opposed to
I think
that.
there's some that would make sense, but if you bring back the emo mod, ugh. But once again, you can change the effects on it.
Well, yeah, you can change the effects. It's kind of tough because when people say, oh, legacy this character, they usually think about that character's effect. That's why.
Yeah.
Very little of the time are they saying, hey, legacy this because it looks cool, which I think is like Weapon X. It's like a figure that just looks cool. Didn't do anything crazy back
Yeah,
then.
I mean, you should look to
And then-
mechanically restore it.
Mechanically restore it. I like them when they legacy a figure and they kind of reference how they were played. Firestorm
Lockjaw.
Legacy gets to make the free attack after he's carried. Lockjaw,
Fire Lord.
Fire Lord, yeah, Fire Lord.
Lockjaw, yeah, it was like very much.
It's like all that is like
lamping.
really cool. You know, same thing. That Joker is kind of a reference to lamping.
Yeah.
His whole thing. So I like it when they use the like this is how the figure was played, and then that takes into account. That shows a lot of history. It's really cool. So
I like
would
that as well. That's what a legacy card should be.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't really like my
Or,
least favorite example
I
is
guess
when they
on
use
the
them to
other-
fill out sub themes.
I think that is the one I dislike the most.
Don't like that.
Sometimes it's like I guess the Wrecking Crew got a pass from me because I really liked how they did their legacy cards. But I would have preferred to see a new Wrecking Crew versus legacy card in the old ones. I think the worst version of that is like when they legacied like the Winter Guard and to fill out the sub theme in AF. It was like,
No one was asking
the
for
winter
Ursa
guard.
back.
Ugh,
No
yeah.
one was asking for what, Umbra?
It was tough. Huh?
What that tentacle, black
Darkstar.
Darkstar, yeah, it's
Darkstar.
Umbra, jeez.
Yeah, I don't know where Umbra is coming from.
think it's a
Ursa and
DC
Umbra, maybe?
character.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But what? Who's clamoring? Oh yeah, gotta get that back in the game. So not huge on that. A new Spectre would be fun. Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed. Good luck to Mexican and Singapore national from West Coast.
Yes.
We
Good
got
luck.
our ChampionClix next week. Good luck. Heck yeah, Hectic Hex. We're right there with you. Florida ChampionClix is the last one, I think, so I'm just hurrying to wait. Gotta love it.
Nice.
I'd love to see a Mary Jane Carnage Queen. I do.
I might have to see what that looks
Oh,
like.
like
I've
geez.
never heard of that.
So many words at one time. I was
Mary
like, what is
Jane,
this?
Carnage Queen.
I think that's when Poison in a What If storyline. I think that's when he like cocoons her up and she comes out. It's
And
like the
she's
bystander
all-
that Poison made in What If.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure that's what
Okay.
that is. Which yeah. So if you want to see that, you actually can. What If Poison? I believe 049. I think is his rarity tab. That's a figure that I'm always on the lookout for, but he's always a little too expensive, so I don't
fair.
buy him. Flash Chase Question is who I want coming back. Oh, that sculpt is so good. I would also love to see the one off the Trinity of Sin team base. Obviously, both
They're
of
the
those
same,
are
aren't
so. No,
They're the same sculpt, right? No?
no. One of them's in brown, one of them's in blue, and also like.
Wow, it's so different.
Well, no, like it's like a thicker.
So
like, the
different
blue
paint
one's,
job, but the
No.
same sculpt.
No,
No?
it is not. One of them has like a different smoke effect behind them too.
Oh, okay.
The team base one, seriously, like one of the coolest figures ever.
Okay. I believe you. I believe
Yeah.
you.
Well, you're gonna see now.
Well, guy in hat and trench coat. Sorry, I didn't notice the difference in his sculpt.
Well, there's like
That's
the
not the team
classic
base.
one.
That's not the team
yeah,
base,
so
or
this
the
one.
chase. Okay.
Yeah, so he's like pulling.
I
the
like
glove
so that's
up.
the one I know because he has the question mark behind him, which is just really cool as smoke.
The Trinity of Sin team base question was such a beast. Too.
This guy's saying nerf crits. I don't think so. I think crits are fine. He's like saying crits getting around stuff like Mastermind.
See, this is like bulky.
And
He's
Killmonger.
like he's thick.
But you understand how those look insanely similar.
They do. But
Okay.
Blue. But he's a big
But his
boy.
code is like open. Yeah, I see it more.
That was such a good con exclusive. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Also, Man Bat looks cool. Made him playable. Yeah, he was fun. Also, I'm just gonna say nerf. Yeah, no.
No, I don't
Sorry.
think. I think crits are
I know you
good.
should know you just read
Honestly,
that.
just to quote Gabe Newell, random crits are fair and balanced. And
I think it's fun.
I like random. I like crits.
Emily, didn't you? Emily, can you weigh in? Didn't
both a
you have
crit
a
miss and a
4
crit
damage
hit.
pulse wave crit with Amit's Tomb? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That sounded so
please?
nasty. Just
Hilarious.
gross. Just team nuked off the board. Pick up your stuff, pack up, go home, kid.
See ya.
See you later, dude.
Bye. Or I think it was Devin that she nuked for 4.
Oh,
Which is hilarious, 'cause they
Devin. His
practice
team is
together.
already like made out of paper, bro.
I used the 1-point pog. I forget her name, Leanne Harper, just to add one more
Hectic
ID card
Hex,
to
you
my
gotta be
Quinjet
kidding,
team.
bro.
That's hilarious. Was
Yikes.
basically 4 points for X23 in her little pog. So crazy.
That
is
actually is
funny.
really funny.
Crit's getting around stuff like Mastermind and Killmonger. Yeah, Liam Harper was her name, being the only 1-point figure in the game. You're dang right. Yeah, called her bot a random bag of bystanders one time, and it actually had
it
Liam
came with
Harper.
it.
on it.
That was crazy. Man, that was awesome.
There's a few bystanders I still want to pick up. I really want that LE Thor Frog of Thunder one.
Hectic Hex, I know you're joking
And
right
the
now.
Tony Stark one too is really cool. But then there were also some like custom but kind of legal bystanders made of like artists who made HeroClix.
Oh, were there? Oh, I
They
didn't
float
know
around
that. Like
eBay every
sculptors
now
and stuff?
Yeah. And I've always been like, I mean, you can find them here and there. I don't know any of the people, but I've always been like, oh, it's like a kind of a HeroClix of stories. Like those would be cool to own. Not enough for me to spend like $20 on cardboard, but close.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was more involved back then. Let's see. Before you guys go, what was the 20-point figure again?
He's joking.
Per
He's
Degaton.
joking. No, he's joking. What set? Lol. I never seen this figure. You got to be joking. Hectic Hex.
Yeah. Masters of Time per
Masters
Degaton.
of Time per
He
Degaton.
is
It's so funny,
fill
dude.
in the blank. I never seen this. Looking at Hellfire Galaporta auto crit. Sure.
I guess I see that. He's
Why
talking
not?
like the Porter bystander. You crit on a 5/6,
Yeah.
you use the 5. Mm-hmm. That's, I mean, I can see it
cool.
being strong, but I think it's just a corner.
20 points for that.
A
though.
corner case, plus you have to play a Hellfire Gala piece or some other die replacement piece, which is still at least 40
He
points.
said, lol, I'm actually being for real. Per Degaton,
Oh.
20 points, Masters of Time.
Yeah.
He's a rare. You'll
Hectic
know
Hex.
his name in like
You going crazy, bro.
couple months here when he's
driving me
legal.
crazy. Oh my gosh.
Holy. It wasn't a crit, but it was an on Amit's Tomb doing 2 damage, pulse wave, and then the knockback. We incorrectly gave Amit's Tomb extra damage for the knockback, so 2 figs should have been on their last click. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Rip. But I still legitimately got the Prime Wonder Woman out between the Pulse Wave and then Poison from DD. That rocks. Daredevil, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Prodegaton is the new black shirt post-rotation. Yeah, no question.
That is what brought up the Prodegaton conversation in the first place. All those times ago.
Mary Jane had the Spider-Man TA. Alfred had FF.
Yeah, Alfred, dude, just being able to copy Batman.
Just got a message from Vedas De La Torre saying, I love your program. Well, hey, if you're watching, Vedas,
thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the comment. Okay, for real this time, we're going to leave at 10:15, so we have 6 minutes.
Okay.
Get all your questions out.
Time.
If you get us going on a rant.
We've been doing a lot of questions.
If you get us going on a rant, maybe we stay a bit
then
longer.
Then you're lucky.
But get your questions out, but it's Tuesday night.
Tired.
We've got some things to do for Worlds.
Yup.
Like 3 weeks out, which is very exciting.
Get a #1 victory royale for Worlds before I go to sleep tonight.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Forget that. I'm in a fort.
ChampionClix, you can get the Discord link once you join our Patreon. It's one of the benefits of the Patreon is the Discord, and I just love our Discord community. And it's really fun. But minimum is $5 on Patreon. Gets you 5 entries to monthly giveaways. Gets you some tokens every couple of months, and then gets you access to the Discord. So
and you know
that is
us,
how you do
we
it.
are always giving stuff away.
Always giving stuff away. We have some pretty legit giveaways over on Patreon. So again, thank you.
Oh, there was one question we glossed over that I never addressed. I just remembered it looking at this box. What do we think about players who aren't going to Nationals or Worlds that want a Kevin? Well, the first thing I'll say is that WizKids has stated there will be more opportunity, especially for international players, to get a Kevin. So, no worries there. I think they're going to do good on it. They also stated in their post today saying that if you want a Kevin at Worlds, if you already got one at Nationals, you'll automatically be put on the wait list if you sign up for it. So they're even doing more to limit people from double up.
I like that a lot, actually.
So,
that's really cool.
Yeah, that's very nice of them.
That's really cool.
I really appreciate that they're doing that. You know, get Kevins in as many people's hands, keep them away from the people who are going to try and get like 7, and then blah blah blah. Like screw that.
I'm on my 7 Kevin.
So,
7th heaven, 7th Kevin.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There you go.
So no, that is really cool.
I think it's good. I think they're doing right.
I hope they.
If you guys watch the fan appreciation, they literally explain it for like 10 minutes. Like, obviously we didn't plan for this. We don't want this. We don't want to screw you guys over. So the people who want to demonize WizKids for like a production error, yes, it's really unfortunate. Yes, we all bought product, but it's like, I'll be honest, I don't think anyone really wanted Kevin to begin with. Like,
once again, it goes back to
maybe you did, but it wasn't the reason you were buying the product.
We made the video. It's like, hey, here's Kevin, and the first thing, 10 minutes after the video is uploaded, someone screenshots our video and goes, he's okay.
And people were like,
yeah. So people did not want Kevin until he really couldn't get Kevin, and then it was an issue because no one wanted him. No one really liked him before, like at all.
I swear, that's not even me being negative. I just feel like that's the truth. But either way. Listen to their explanation on that. If you think that they're still being unfair with their...
Obviously, fan appreciation is on the channel right now. On the channel that you're watching this on, you can go find the fan appreciation.
Let them know, like, hey, like, I appreciate what you're doing with the program, but it's like, it's still inaccessible for me. Like, what can we do? Like, ask them.
Yeah, simply,
just don't be rude.
Be kind, message them, or ask them on a post, but don't be like, hey, how dare you not give other people a chance? That's the wrong way to go about it. Instead, just like how you asked, hey, what's a way that other people that don't go to these events can acquire a Kevin? Simple stuff like that. Just ask nicely. They're people too. I know it's easy to be like faceless company, but it's a lot of really nice faces that make up a lot of the cool stuff that we enjoy. So
yeah, be nice to people. When you comment on that stuff, like as somebody who has to deal with negative comments for like the job that I work for, like I have to address them. Unless it's like a really valid thing, like you're just making like 1 or 2, maybe 5 people's lives like worse by like being publicly
rude.
So crummy. So like you're not really, you're not having any impact. You're just like making somebody's day worse.
Pretty much.
You're not doing anything to the company. And the thing is like the company was as transparent as they could be as soon as they could be. But the thing is like, if you don't have the full story, how are you going to step out and say, hey, here's what's going on?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It really bothered me how much they were like, we want Kevin. Where's Kevin? You need to talk about Kevin. It's like, I'm sure they want to. They just can't. So, just
it's the way it goes.
Enough of that.
Yep.
Either way, I think they're doing a good job distributing it, and if you guys have other ideas, then I would talk with them about reasonable ways to make that happen.
There you go.
Despite Kevin not being in the set, Next Phase is one of the best recent sets.
Wow. Glad you think that.
Yeah. Masters of
There's
Time,
a lot of fun
Next Phase,
stuff.
Deadpool is how I'd rank them.
Honestly, I like Next Phase. There's just more stuff in Next Phase that I find interesting to build around than in Deadpool, honestly.
I'd agree.
So yeah.
Deadpool, I think, is a prettier set to look at.
It is
Next
definitely
Phase
prettier.
It's got a lot of usable stuff.
Yep.
I like Kevin now that Butterfly is the thing. Whoa. Maybe. I really liked what Lucas did with Kevin equipped with Tourette to just have Outwit. That was, or support. 8-range support is also pretty sweet. That's a fair criticism. Nobody wanted Black Spider-Man Prime until they figured out how good he was. That is true. I remember seeing him for $40 and being like, I'll wait for him to go down. He's a Prime. He's not going to be. Thankfully, I did get one before at around the $40 price point. Kevin could have been the same, yeah. I have 11 Carnage Surfers. Should I go for 12? Why?
Why? Yeah, whoa. Why? Ugh. Why? Christopher Rockwell, why? 11, dude, imagine 11 Carnage Surfers, dude. Little globby dude on his little globby surfboard.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd say go for like less than 11. No, if you like him, man, that rocks. That's
so funny that
hilarious.
but like, that's
I don't want to push you either way, though.
Yeah,
man.
I don't want to, dude. I don't want to push you either way. Dude, yeah, ChampionClix, good old Laffy Taffy board. Yeah, dude, he's got that strawberry Laffy Taffy.
All right, last one's on the screen, and then we're peacing out, guys.
Yep.
True, but taking my money makes my day bad, too, because I can understand both sides, but it should have been a better way to get him. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I just think, like, that product, it's like if you're buying solely for a shot at, like, pulling the Ultra Chase, I think you're just being a little dishonest.
You are, because...
You're not expecting that.
Look at any other time they've done an Ultra Chase. That's like a, whoa, cool, I got Ultra Rare thing. When I was opening up ABPI, I did not care if I got... I did care if I got Thanos. It would rule, obviously. But I was buying so much of that set because it was a good set. Because it was a set I was going to buy anyways. And Ultra Chase is like the really cool extra added bonus.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how it should be.
Yeah. So it's like it's not a great situation. I think they handled it
and
well.
I think Ultra Chases should be on like the fringe of things where they're not just instantly meta. I think Mephisto is like
too good.
The opposite of what an Ultra Chase should be. He does not look cool, and he's mechanically too good and expensive, right?
Hectic Hex, I hear you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I see
you
what
had
you're
the
saying.
Chance.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is, like, I don't think people were explicitly buying it for the chance of Kevin. Yes, it was obviously advertised. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I'm not buying a brick to be like, oh my gosh, like, I'm going to get the Ultra Chase. Like, I need the Ultra Chase. I want the Ultra Chase so bad.
Because, again, remember,
but what you're saying is fair.
Nobody wanted him.
I'm not trying to kill you.
Nobody wanted him until they couldn't get him. Like, so, I don't know.
11 Carnage Surfers versus one 500-point Kong. Who wins? Probably Kong.
Probably Kong, because they can't deal with him. Yeah, they don't get to do anything.
Wait, what did I miss? How did I get one of those Cyclopses? If you played at Gen Con, if you're playing in a ChampionClix event, you have a chance to win one.
Yeah.
Worlds, you'll probably have a chance. You will have a chance to get one.
Yeah, you will.
Basically, conventions or.
I think he's a participation prize in one of the Worlds events.
Is he?
I think so.
He might be.
Because Brood and Parademon are one for a few, but I remember there's like one event that I think maybe don't quote me.
Yeah,
on
we're
that.
not giving any of this. This is for our tournament.
This is for our tournament. We're not giving any of this away. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of pretty goodies on the table right now, but this is for our tournament this Saturday in Omaha, Nebraska at Krypton Comics, 10 a.m. start time.
Drive to Omaha.
Drive to Omaha. That's how you get them. There you go. Boom. Come to Omaha, Nebraska.
Blackbird Legacy soon, if I'm being honest, for a guess. Ugh.
Honestly, I'd be okay with a Blackbird Legacy if you got rid of like. I mean, yeah, get rid of like the whole resource thing, because all anyone played the jet was like for the resource and really didn't play it outside of that, or like some abusable pilot stuff.
I think Legacy. I've never been a big vehicle guy. Like I don't. Seeing a Quinjet on the board, I was just kind of like, lame.
It's like the X-Men. I like the Quinjet.
It's like it's a car.
Mechanically, I love the Quinjet, dude. I don't know. I think vehicles are cool. But I mean, some people like Transformers, and some people just like the vehicle side of things. You know what I mean? Where it's like vehicles are cool. You're not a vehicle guy.
No. Like seeing,
although if you guys ever see Ian in real life, his favorite thing to hear anyone talk about is like truck modifications. If you have a truck that you've modified and added things to,
I really thought you were going to go a different direction.
Or a lift cut. Oh no.
And you're not going to get me to mention it.
Oh okay. But yeah, if you can ever lock Ian down in a conversation just talking about your pickup truck and like what you've done to it,
I'll love that.
He would love to hear that anytime.
All right, last things, and we are leaving. I checked. For me, it's 1,525 kilometers. Not sure in miles. I mean, you could make it. So that means you guys are traveling. We live in Omaha,
We live in Omaha, yeah.
so
We've been here.
we've been at Omaha.
Yeah.
Vehicles on the map are super cool. Sure.
Yeah, I think they're cool.
Have you guys seen Bosuka? Trucks in Japan. We'll talk about it. World sounds good.
Cool. Hey, see
Double
you guys.
salute. Sign
see
off.
you guys later.
Goodbye.
Have fun. Have a
Go
good
win
night.
yourself a Darkseid. Have a great event. Thank you, Dennis. Have a great night.
And like always, happy trip.